So, you're not going to believe it. Welcome, folks. MJ Morning Show on Q105. MJ, Fester, Roxanne, Froggy, Tyson filling in for Andrew. Oh, my God, did our listeners freak out yesterday because the podcast wasn't posted, and I'm just getting nailed with direct messages on Instagram at Certified MJ Radio, email at mj@mjmorningshow.com. It's like, where's the podcast? Where's the podcast? You know, when the podcast doesn't post, and sometimes there's a glitch, so Andrew will hit the button to like post the podcast, and whatever platform we use, you post it or whatever you do. And it goes to all of the different platforms. It goes to Apple Podcasts. It goes to our in-house posting on mjmorningshow.com. It goes to Spotify. It goes to, all the various, I don't even know how many we're on. I guess that's a question for Andrew. Andrew's still out. Andrew's enjoying a couple of days off at Disney. His only vacation, I think, since 1989. And I had to, disturb him yesterday. It's like, where's the podcast? Oh, and then he said he was on the Dumbo ride, and he'll get it. Yeah, he'll get it in a few hours.
How is that a day off for him then?
Well, the problem is we've got nobody really trained to take his place.
I know, but he shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah,
stuff.
It's not his problem.
But
you call me on the Dumbo ride, and I'm like, screw you, bro. I'll see you Wednesday.
Well, the podcast finally got posted. Guys, dozens and dozens of people. Hey, no podcast today. What's going on? Because a lot of people obviously listen to us live. Then there are people that rely on the podcast every day to get their dose of the MJ Morning Show. Then you have people that listen to some portions of the show live, and then they catch up and they fill in the blanks of the parts they missed from the podcast. So, man, I'm getting whammied all over the place on this thing yesterday. So finally, it got posted. Hey, Tyson, do you know how to put the microphone on in there? Do you know how to grab the
Big
microphone?
Red button that says on.
Tyson from our promotions department. Tyson's our promotions manager and doing a very nice job, except for the F-bomb you let go on a piece of audio yesterday.
That's it, though.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I got you loud and clear. All right. So, Tyson, I don't think you have headphones on, but Tyson, who was supposed to do... are you going to come in here? Can you hear me? Okay, now you can. Who was supposed to post the podcast yesterday? Was that you or was Andrew supposed to do that?
Well, during the time of training, Andrew was trying to show me how to do it, but because there's so many intricacies as to doing your production, right. I didn't get around to that. So I'm going to do my best to get that up for you today.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And, we're kind of in a little bit of a bind here because Andrew is the only one that knows how to do stuff. We had like two people that were fairly well trained. We had that. Who was that skinny red-haired guy? He was, he could do it.
Yeah, that was Wes.
That was Hoppy.
That was Wes.
Wes was more of a blonde.
Yeah, that was Wes. Wes
literally filled in for a day.
Yeah, and he did a pretty decent job for like just kind of cold doing the gig.
Wes took a job at Taco Bell.
Okay, which
for
is
like $7.15 an hour,
which I think was paid more.
Big
All right,
yes.
So
Wes actually is studying abroad in Italy right now.
Oh, really?
That's a lie. He's at Taco Bell.
That's what he said. I saw him make a burrito Bel Grande for me.
He's at Taco Bell on Fowler.
No.
All right, so
he had an opportunity to study abroad. He left this hole.
All right, so who else was there? There was somebody else.
We had some.
There's been few guys.
We had some big knuckle dragging kid who was here for a little bit.
Just
but
stop
he
it.
didn't pan out either.
That was Ryan
Hoppy.
That was Ryan Hoppy, who's worked at every radio station in the entire market.
Yeah.
But I like the guy. I wish the dude would have stayed around here because he clearly had a grasp and he loves radio, but now he's working for, I think, some religious station where that's got to be like, I got to be honest. I mean, it's probably so boring. He probably wants to nail himself to the cross every morning.
Oh, come on. That's anti-religious.
I'm sorry.
And I'm a Catholic.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Reverent over here. All right. So the podcast hopefully will get posted later this morning without much delay.
Or tomorrow, and the world will not come to an end.
No, it does come to a freaking end. So you're not going to believe this. I'm heading out Friday after the show with Chloe for a big bucket list scuba diving trip and a little graduation gift for Chloe. And it looks like we're going to be able to get to our destination, but apparently the pilots for the international airline that we're flying, they voted to strike, and they could go on strike, affecting my return from the other side of the world. I'll get into that later on.
I guess that's the best way to go if you have a problem.
Oh, man, I probably have to start looking for alternatives in case the airline goes on strike.
What, a cargo ship?
No, some other airlines, but I'll get into that later on. Hey, I got a message for Publix this morning.
For Publix?
Yes, I have. I don't know if it's really an open letter, but it's more like I have to communicate with Publix this morning.
I might be able to help you. I did a tenure.
No, a tenor is a singer.
Oh, I did a tenure.
Tenure, there you go.
For 7 years.
At Publix.
Yes.
So
I might be able to help you. Any
Froggy,
questions?
You're free to chime in.
Okay,
but I have to address the Publix grocery chain later this morning here on the MJ Morning Show, so keep listening. Also, I am reminded that Hal Herman is coming in tomorrow. He's throwing an MJ birthday bash because tomorrow's my birthday, and I don't make a big deal out of my birthday. In fact, there have been years where it's never even mentioned that it's my birthday day, and like some listeners will call up or they'll send a message, hey, happy birthday. But birthdays, for me, I don't get too excited about birthday. I'm not a total holiday guy, unless you call me Debbie Downer, whatever you want to do. But so I'm not making a big deal out of my birthday tomorrow, but apparently Hal Herman is throwing me a birthday bash. Also, it's my understanding the Cake Girl, the world-famous Cake Girl based right here in Tampa Bay, is coming by during the show tomorrow. So exactly what I usually don't do is make a big show about my birthday. I guess that's not going to be the case tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll have a little celebration.
So Hal Herman, Froggy, do you know if Hal's going to do his birthday bash near where the Cake Girl's bringing in so the Cake Girl says they want to come in with a surprise. So I'm thinking it's probably a bundle of firewood. What do you think they're bringing in?
I mean, when the Cake Girl says she's bringing a surprise,
it's a bundle of firewood shaped like a cake.
Yeah.
Or cake shaped like a bundle.
Do me a favor, get a hold of send a text to the Titanic guy and see if we can talk to him this morning and see if he can get in here, because I've got the Titanic on VHS double set that we picked up in a thrift store in Idaho Springs, Colorado, right off I-70 on the way down mountain back in, late December.
You want him as a birthday present?
Well, he can come in. Hey, have him come in today.
I can package him up.
He's got nothing to do. Just to tell.
I saw a video of him online, like a short popped up. His little Titanic room is incredible how much stuff he has.
Is it?
It's not just videos. He has replica statues.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to go visit him? I mean,
no.
You could watch that movie at the house.
I don't know if I do.
You can spend the night in his Titanic room.
He's
I think
kind of creepy.
How much could he make if he Airbnb'd his place?
That's what I was thinking. That's where I was headed.
Titanic.
Titanic!
Professor, send him a message. See if we can talk to him this morning, and we'll get him on the phone, see if he can do. I don't think he lives too far. He lives in like Largo.
Yeah, Largo.
Yeah.
Do you have the VHS with you?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's in my cabinet over here. All right, 6:09 MJ Morning Show, just getting rolling here on a Tuesday morning. It's going to be a jammed up show. Don't miss a moment. We're back in minutes. First, Pat's got traffic. Oh, he's back. One MJ Morning Show, MJ and the crew here. So everyone's played Monopoly in the room. You know, I don't know whether it's the chance card or the community chest card, but
I've never played.
get the bleep out. Come on.
Yeah,
She lives it.
You know, my kids love to play Monopoly, and I mean,
hate it.
I'm
It's too much, man.
kind of over it. I used to like it when I was a kid, but you know,
Baltic is the worst,
I
right?
don't-
That's a really crappy neighborhood.
I don't
Baltic.
have the patience for the time it takes.
Yeah.
When
You
you're
know?
a real real estate mogul like MJ, you can't be playing games like that.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know whether it's community chest or the chance card. What is the chance? The orange card and community chest is the yellow.
I guess.
I've never. I think I played it last time when I was 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's been decades.
Do you
and
remember
decades.
any of the cards and what they actually say, how they read, or what
Go
the
to
verb?
jail.
Yeah, chance card is advance. Bank pays you dividend of $50. Go to jail. Move directly to jail. Do not pass go. That's the chance cards, and they are orange. You are correct.
All right.
Ugh, how boring.
Which one is it? Yellow or orange, where it says that you've been busted with a hooker? Go to jail, directly to jail. No, one of the cards I was thinking of, there was one card in Monopoly that read something like bank error in your favor.
Oh, I remember that
You
one.
remember that
Yeah.
card?
That never happens. Never in your
Well,
favor.
listen, if this error happens, it's not yours. And you guys know what I'm talking about. We've talked about this over the years.
Yeah, you can't keep the money you're mistakenly given.
There you go. That's right. You got it, homie.
Thanks, homie.
Yep.
All right, homie.
And it's a cop, an Atlantic City, New Jersey cop, which makes the story even better because I'm talking about Monopoly. And you know the story of Monopoly, right?
Yeah, what?
It's a game?
The guy's a cop, right? There's a cop in there.
Oh, we stop. Come on, Atlantic City.
Oh yeah, the boardwalk. Yeah.
No, all the streets are like Atlantic City.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was the inventor of the game, invented the game during the Depression. And I think even drew the game out on a tablecloth or something. And I believe the inventor was from Atlantic City, New Jersey. And the game streets are all based on Atlantic City crap.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Go Google it.
I don't care to know that either, though.
Roxanne, make sure I'm not erroneously just blabberlating. Can you just kind of Wikipedia that? History of Monopoly.
Yeah, so
Bring
first
on.
thing I type up, it says how Atlantic City inspired the Monopoly board, and it shows a grid map of all the streets and the names.
There you go.
Yeah,
Look at
I
that.
just found that same thing.
And
Look at that.
I could have lived my whole life and not known that.
Atlantic City cop spent $35,000 that the bank mistakenly put into his bank account. You can't do that.
Yeah, but I do see the community chest card. I'm looking at it right now. It says bank error in your favor.
Yeah.
Collect $200.
There you go. Look at that. Well, this guy collected.
Living Monopoly out in Atlantic City.
This guy collected $100,000 and then he spent $35,000. They're going to find you. They're going to catch you. When the bank mistakenly puts money in your account, which doesn't happen very often, but if there's a wire transfer coming in or someone makes a deposit and there's a digit off and it happens to be another account, you could end up with money in your account. It's not yours. They will ultimately reconcile. Yeah. Is that a word you're familiar with since you have an accounting major, Roxanne?
Yeah, I know what reconcile means.
All right.
Get back together.
An Atlantic City cop faces third-degree theft charges after spending money that was inadvertently deposited into his checking account by his bank. LaQuay Dubose,
Come on, LaQuay.
37, of Atlantic City, spent about $35,000 of the $100,000 that his bank accidentally deposited into his account. LaQuay, come on, dude. You're a man of the law. You're a lawman. Can't be spending money. You should know better than that, LaQuay. What are you doing? By spending some of the funds, the account was overdrawn by about $35,903, according to the prosecutors. He was suspended without pay after the charges were filed. Yeah, he's going to be fired. Yeah, the Atlantic City Police Department said Friday that it was informed of discrepancies in the officer's bank account. The bank deposited the money into the account last year, back in March, but I guess now it's finally coming out, and they've suspended the guy. Joined the force back in 2019. But come on. This is an MJ Morning Show public service. Over the years, we've probably done, 10 of these stories where there's a bank error, money shows up, and people think, I'll let it cool off for a little bit. I'll just let the money sit there and see if they say anything. Okay, it's been about 45 days. They don't know. I'll go spend the money.
Okay, MJ, you've done a reasonable amount of banking.
Okay.
Has this ever happened to you?
Thank you for this analysis.
Yeah.
No, I've never. In my entire history, I've never had, I don't think I've ever had a bank error, whether it's a uncredited deposit, an overcredited, I don't think it's ever happened to me.
I think if somebody gets money, put it into their account, and it's a bank error, it is not their responsibility to go tell the bank. The bank needs to figure it out. The reason I say that is because time is money, and I don't have one more thing to add to my to-do list to call the bank and tell them about the mistake they made giving me more money.
Time is money.
Yes, you've just wasted my time. I've been on hold. I've had to unwind. Like, that is their problem. If that money's in the account, I wouldn't spend it, but I'm not going to call them and tell them.
What would you do? What would you do?
I would earn interest on it. I would keep it in there. Let them figure it out.
And eventually they do.
They always do.
They always seem to figure it out.
How long would you let the money sit there if they have not come forward and said, excuse me, Roxanne, we have found that a little error. There's some extra money deposited in your account. Looks like it's about $17 million.
By us, the bank. Yeah. It sounds like it's your problem.
How long would you let the money sit there? So you're saying that you wouldn't spend it, you would just let it sit there.
I would just let it sit there because I literally don't have time to call the bank and unwind all that and have them, now I don't trust the bank. If you can't keep your money straight to not give me $17 million, how do I know I'm going to, you're not going to take more money away from me? So I'm just going to let it ride.
For how long?
Until I just earn a pretty penny on interest and can retire.
They're going to take the interest
back. That whopping 0.5% the bank gives you. Yes, it's going to be a minute.
Interest with interest rates all jacked up over the last year. Interest rates at the bank have gone up. I did a local deposit in a it's a kind of a semi-national bank now, but it started as a local bank, and they had a pretty good program for cash deposit in a savings account, not a CD where it's like locked in for, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. But they have like a savings account with fully liquid, and they were paying like 5.25%.
Whoa.
Since October. So I was able to get 5.25% of my money October, November, December, and part of January. And then I just got notification because rates are starting to drop a little bit. And I just got notification that the 5.25% interest on my cash in the bank as of January 16th, so just last week, it's dropping to 5.05. So it's probably next month it's going to be below 5, and I got to figure out when I just have to yank the money out of the bank because I can do better with it somewhere else. So we'll see. All right, moving along here on the MJ Morning Show at 6:29. This sucks. I mean, over what, a pizza? 3 teenagers charged with murder after shooting a Domino's pizza delivery guy. This happened in Milwaukee. I know it's happened here because we've talked about these stories, and not necessarily murders, which is obviously the worst possible outcome, but the old pizza delivery deal where you order a pizza like to a vacant house or an apartment that is not occupied in an apartment complex. And the scheme here is you order a pizza to a house and then they would rob the pizza delivery guy. Now, this always baffled me. How much freaking money do they think the Domino's pizza delivery guy has on him or her?
A couple of bucks, maybe.
And locally, and I'm sure the stories still stand. Locally here in the Tampa Bay area, and I can't remember exactly some of the places, but I know for a fact, because we've talked about this over the years, there are apartment complexes or there are areas where the pizza companies, whether it's Pizza Hut, Domino's, Hungry Howie's, Skiffs, whatever, where they will not deliver because they know that they're probably going to get jumped. In the hallway or something.
Yeah, carry out only for your zip code, pal.
But can you imagine this? 3 teenagers accused of ambushing and killing a Domino's pizza driver up in Wisconsin. 33-year-old Antoine G. Jr. lying dead. I mean, what? Over a freaking pizza. He was unknowingly walking into a trap. 17-year-old set this thing up. This is awful. Witness told police he heard the boys talking to each other earlier that night. One mentioned they wanted pizza and they were going to snatch it. So this doesn't even sound like it was a robbery scheme. It was like just a flippin' they want a pizza scheme, and you kill the pizza delivery guy. I mean, that just pissed me off when I saw this story.
Any word on what kind of pizza was ordered?
No, Festus, don't make light of this. Come on, you know what? Please,
there's no
stop.
light to be made. This is awful. But...
Festus, it doesn't matter what the freaking pizza was.
Okay, well,
just
was
awful.
it the meat lovers?
Fester, stop.
I'll tell you, the meat lovers is too much. I'm a bigger fan of the Supreme.
Stop.
I'm a bigger fan.
Stop
I
making.
Said it. Fine, I said it.
That's Pizza Hut stuff.
I like
this is
veggies
Domino's.
But they all have it.
The Supreme? I thought Pizza Hut was a Supreme, one of their products. Anyway, 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. I just want all of the delivery drivers out there, just be very, very careful. The pizza drivers seem to have a target on their back. I don't know what the story is. 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show as we just get rolling here, essentially. Morons in the news next. Got a pretty smoking pile of morons in the news. Oh, and Fester, I want to address your health issues because a lot of people have been
so pissed off right now that you wouldn't let me know about what kind of pizza you had right now. Really, really put off.
Oh, I thought you were going to say about...
Oh, we're pissed off about that, too.
I thought you were going to say you're pissed off about me putting up the picture of you sleeping on the couch and then putting pray for Fester.
So your level of...
All right, just hold on to that thought.
Save Fester.
Save Fester, exactly. It's like, Ferris Bueller. All right, 6:33, MJ Morning Show, back in just a matter of seconds. The Cake Girl. Morons in the News begins right now. You know what I notice? You realize there's never a day where there are no morons in the news? I mean, it is every freaking day. It is a nonstop pile of these idiot stories.
Thankfully.
It just doesn't stop. This is a terrible story. Man stabs neighbor to death.
Do you have any morons in the news that's not death and destruction? I mean, the pizza guy got it last segment.
Well, that wasn't morons on the news. That was just...
Oh, I thought it was.
No, that was a heads up. That was a warning to pizza delivery drivers.
Oh, that was a PSA, a pizza delivery driver PSA.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
a pizza service announcement. That's what a PSA stands for.
Stand
All right.
corrected. All right. Tell me about the new guy that got stabbed.
If a dude stabs the neighbor,
Yeah.
why are you all giddy and laughing over here? This is not funny.
Yeah, why would we do anything funny?
I mean, I know. I want to do less funny things.
Listen carefully. I'm gonna turn this into a quiz.
Okay.
Guy stabs neighbor. Let's go down the list of possibilities of what could get a neighbor so angry that he murders his neighbor. What are some of the things? What are some of the neighborly disputes that come to mind?
If you left your car parked, out in the street and it was blocking the neighbor's way to get out of their driveway and they were annoyed by it.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
answer.
That's a real good answer.
Survey
Thank you.
says. Oh, not what I'm looking.
Sorry.
Oh no,
Not right.
I'm sorry. Oh, Louis Anderson.
I heard a quiz was going on.
Louis, how many seasons did you actually host the Family Feud?
3 wonderful seasons. you
Right.
know.
Was that before or after Ray Combs hanged himself?
It was, God bless
Ooh,
him.
that's a good
I'm
one.
That's a
sorry.
very-
I'm sorry to be.
I tried to do the same thing, but I couldn't find a line big enough to hold my fat
All
ass.
right, was that before or after Richard Dawson gave 2,000 women lip herpes?
Oh, I kissed him too.
Oh, I know it was after that. Yeah.
I gave him some Louis tongue.
All the husbands.
Anyway,
Oh.
rest in peace, Louis Anderson.
I have
All
a
right,
guess, actually,
all
MJ.
right, all right, what is your guess? All right, reasons a neighbor might stab his neighbor.
I'm going to say dog duty in their yard.
We're looking for dog duty. Oh,
What?
no.
I have an answer.
Oh.
You
already guessed.
went.
Sorry, it's how the game
All right,
works.
all right. Fester, would you like to take a guess here on the Family Feud MJ edition?
Yes.
Yes.
They haven't taken down their Christmas ornaments yet.
Oh, bad answer, bad answer, bad answer.
That was awful.
Ooh.
All right.
Nobody?
Still,
Survey
give
says
me a
Okay.
kiss anyway.
looking for having taken down their Christmas ornaments. Oh, 3 strikes. So the Smegley family has a chance to steal right now. Oh, are you the Smegley family now, Roxanne?
If I have a chance to steal, I will be.
All right, what do you think it is?
Human duty in their yard.
What is the
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Because guess what? I know of a real life situation where that happened.
Will you stop?
I do.
What do you-
But it involves Roxanne.
Oh
and
my
No,
her
it has
yard.
nothing to do with me. It has to do with the property.
Looking for duty. Oh no, I'm
No.
sorry. And
But that's kind of justification.
here's the answer. You ready? Man stabs neighbor in argument over his snoring
How could he hear his snoring?
through the walls. This is up in Pennsylvania. Christopher Casey, 55, charged with third-degree murder of 62-year-old Robert Wallace. Authorities said Casey and Wallace were both known to the local police department for ongoing arguments, including arguments about Casey's loud snoring, which Wallace could hear through the shared wall of their homes. Casey told police he was eating dinner around 6:30 p.m. on Sunday, Jan 14, when Wallace knocked on his window and shouted, "I'm going to kill you."
Jeez, literally.
You know, when you say neighbor on neighbor violence,
Yeah.
and it's not right or wrong of me, I tend to think of homes or independent dwellings,
Yeah.
not like townhomes or something or
It's an
apartments.
apartment complex,
Yeah,
shared,
sure.
shared wall. And wow, these days, so many people say they're going to do something and they don't follow through.
Did he say, "I'm going to stab you"?
The guy said, "I'm going to kill you." And he followed through.
You sure did.
Yeah, police said that Wallace removed the screen, then opened the unlocked window into Casey's home. The pair talked through the window for about 20 minutes. Wallace apparently had settled down a little bit. Casey said Wallace was leaning in through the window during the conversation, but didn't try to enter the home. Wallace said that he wanted to shake hands and even offered to help pay for corrective nose surgery to help alleviate Casey's snoring. Casey... Hi, I'm Casey Snorer, and now back to the countdown. Casey said he grabbed a knife, hid it under a blanket, met Wallace at the door where he stabbed him 3 or 4 times in the chest. What the hell? 911 called, rushed to the hospital. The guy expired. Is that not nuts? All over snoring. You know, Fester, regarding your health.
You think they don't snore in prison?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
His celly for the next 40 years of his life is going to be.
You know, when we get back in a few minutes, I want to talk about your health because I know that you got flooded because everyone knows your cell number. Froggy, what's Fester's cell number?
813-310-8444.
That's right.
You don't want to talk about my health as much as you want to talk about your dumbass Instagram post. I mean, let's talk. Not my health as much as it is your stupid attempt at.
It's not a stupid
you
attempt.
Ridiculous.
When we get back in minutes,
It's getting bullyish at this point.
it's
really.
not. Will you stop it?
It's like picking on a sick kid at school.
Oh, now I'm
it's-
picking on a sick Fester.
It's like when
You're not helping amazingly, Froggy.
I posted.
Oh, I love picking on you.
You took the photo, you frog.
Oh, that's right, Froggy. You took the couch photo.
I did.
and sent it to me.
Like I'm not nervous about you?
We're very concerned about Fester's health. Folks, if you don't know what's going on, and I'm getting all kinds of suggestions, people are diagnosing it. It's amazing how many armchair homebound doctors there are that have no medical degree. They didn't even go to like Grenada to get a medical degree.
My doctor at least went to Central America.
All right, hang on a minute. Fester's health and the very serious concern that you, the MJ listeners, have next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Don't move. Back in minutes. Next. distract you, and you'll be just a total wreck during the course of the show and basically worthless. So it's lucky that was found. Welcome back, folks. It is the MJ Morning Show. I'm talking about Roxanne's crazy, maniacal, serial killer-looking list of things to do. Is that like a little notebook? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's my to-do list.
Right.
And I was feeling very twitchy for the last 3 segments because I haven't been able to find it. I dug through my bag like a lunatic. It's not in here.
In fact, Roxanne was feeling so twitchy that she was advocating during the commercial break dumping our YouTube MJTV live stream and moving it over to Twitch. That's what you were so twitchy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's all twitchy.
I was also advocating undoing all the electrical outlets in here, like
like a meth addict.
Yes. But instead of meth, it's my to-do list that I'm addicted to.
What was that you once? Because you and Doug, you have rental properties.
Yeah.
And did this happen to you?
No, it happened to a friend.
To friends who also have rental properties.
Yeah, and it's a real thing.
And meth addicts, they dismantle electrical outlets in a home or apartment?
They tore it apart.
Why did they undo electrical outlets? What's the story there?
I feel like when we talked about this, that we had some meth addicts text us and explain why they did it. But it's just one of those, compulsive behaviors. And you want to, take things apart like electrical outlets.
Fester just Googled meth addicts electrical outlets. Well, first of all, you might want to spell outlets correctly.
Google knows what I mean.
No, I don't think they do.
Yeah, they do. Look, they're here. Outlet. Google corrected it. Google and their AI knows what I mean.
I don't see any stories about meth addicts dismantling switches and electrical outlets in a house.
Many meth addicts users have had to buy new VCRs every couple of weeks because they took them apart. Well, first of all, why do they have VCRs?
What is this, a 1995 meth addict? VCRs.
Other things they take apart: motorcycles, computers, cars, bathroom tiles.
They took apart the Model T out in the garage. All right, so Roxanne, you found your list.
I did.
You know what? Your handwriting, because you've showed me this list before. This is like a little notebook where Roxanne writes in the smallest possible print 3 million things on one page, and they're going in all different directions.
Yeah,
it's up, it's down, it's sideways. It's
it's true.
I got to be honest. You know what it looks like? You know those horror movies where like some crazed possessed person like starts writing on all the walls in the house? That's what your little notebook looks like. All right, on to Fester. Folks, please, all kidding aside, let's be 100% serious here. And Froggy, feel free to join because you were part of this.
Oh, I'm worried too.
Pray for Fester.
You guys are such anuses.
Well, I mean, let's talk about what we need to do to help him if there is indeed an issue or if there isn't an issue.
First of all, MJ, the scope of your anusness.
Will you stop with the word anus? I don't want to hear anus at 7:06 in the morning, all right?
You are the sphincter of
you know
morning
what?
personalities.
I'm dumping you.
Fester, wow.
Listen,
I just dumped
That's a lot of butt toss.
Yeah,
Stop.
that's the only word I could think of.
Fester, calm down.
I mean, I'm not going to drop an AH on you in the morning. But
let me explain what's going on here. Fester's been yawning a lot on the show.
Yes.
Fester has been nodding off a lot on the show.
Well, sometimes you're boring.
Last week, I snapped a photo. We went to commercial break, and I'm talking to Fester. I got all kinds of paperwork in front of me. I'm trying to just kind of align things. What do I want to do in the next segment? Blah. So I'm looking down. I'm talking to Fester, and he's not responding. So I look up from the countertop where I'm working on some paper stuff, and Fester's just fast asleep. Upright position, fast asleep.
It's called micro napping.
So I
remember a couple months ago he fell asleep in the middle of the show on the air.
Oh, I know, absolutely.
That wasn't my segment. I was off.
I go around to Fester's side of the counter and I snap a photo and I put this up on Instagram. So if you want to see this, folks, you go to my Instagram, go to Certified MJ Radio, and Fester is just sleeping right next to the microphone, just fast asleep.
I want to make an important observation about him.
Yeah, please.
This is a compliment, Fester. he has the body type that you can micro nap in place in a seated position. Because look, if I try to micro
Like
nap
the
right
grimace from McDonald's?
now,
Like the-
look
like
how
this.
his head just like naturally like is absorbed by his torso,
Like
whereas
the same,
mine
like the same way Jabba the Hutt doesn't tip over.
Or in the movie Weird Science.
Thank you for the compliment.
What was the
Roxanne.
brother's
it's functional.
Froggy, what was the
Okay.
brother's name that
Chet.
Chet.
got Chet was turned into that blob.
If I try to nap in place like that,
Weird
my head
Science.
would like wobble off my body.
If you notice, Roxanne, I do have my arm propping up my head.
okay.
His left hand is kind of
So,
on the side like a little like a wedge.
and then the next day, I micro nap on this terrible couch we have at this radio
And
station.
this is when I put up Pray for Fester.
This is an awful couch we have, but it's the only couch.
Fester fell asleep on, I think it was Wednesday last week. Then Thursday, during a commercial break, Fester goes to the MJ Morning Show office and falls asleep on the sofa in like a 5 or 6 minute break. Froggy happens to walk by, snaps a photo, sends it to me. I then take that photo and I post that online on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. If you don't give me a follow, I'm going to be very, very aggravated with you.
This is why you should unfollow MJ right now because of this. And it's not that the picture's up. I don't care that the picture's up. I don't care that I was taking a micro nap during the show. It's the way you abuse our listeners.
What are you talking about? So I put the photo up that Froggy took and Froggy sent to me
That you put
of
up.
Fester sleeping on the couch, and I just simply captioned it, Pray for Fester. Froggy snapped this pic during a commercial break on the MJ Morning Show today, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then people are jumping to all kinds of conclusions with you taking your micro nap. Pray for Fester. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of comments. Let me share a
All
few.
these people should unfollow MJ right now
Do you-
because of this fake news he's putting out there.
Do you know how many prayer hands?
I got a million prayer hands.
Seriously, it's the prayer hands emoji.
I mean-
I've got dozens of people just sending 3 prayer hands. Is there a number of prayer hands that you have to like hit on your emoji button?
Yeah, sometimes I do 3.
In order for you really to get the point across that you're praying and you're doing prayer. How many? I've got 3. I've got 4. Here's only 2.
I get text messages from people I haven't heard from in years.
Marissa wrote, I hope he's okay and gets to a doctor.
Marissa, unfollow MJ right now.
Poor Fester, praying he feels better soon. It looks like he lost weight.
Well, I'm laying down flat.
Prayers, we need Fester healthy and active. Oh, here's a heart and prayer hands.
This is
Yeah, I do that too.
You are such you violated the trust of our listeners
Oh, jeez.
so severely.
Okay, so now Fester's on a campaign for people to unfollow
Okay,
me.
when you
All
say
right.
pray for somebody's health, they
Pray
have
for
to be
Fester.
on their deathbed.
All right.
We are coming out of a pandemic where people
Fester,
put-
I think that you are on we're all
No.
concerned
You're
about
on
you.
we're all on our deathbed. Guess what we all have in common? In 50 years, everybody in here will be dead.
Jeez.
Speak for
My
yourself.
God, Fester.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Roxanne
just
will
ta-
only be 70 in 50 years.
Someone wrote, somebody put him back in the water.
Great.
That's funny.
That's my favorite of the comments so far.
Hey, I have a theory.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Fester, were you sick last week and you didn't know it?
no.
You know,
I was-
you know how like I
Jesus.
feel like that can happen. Not like
Oh,
flu
man.
sick, but I
If-
feel like you.
I just thought of it. If you're sickly and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sickly.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
No, you
Everyone
could-
should
because-
unfollow MJ right now for this fake propaganda news.
All right, Froggy.
You're like a communist government with this propaganda that you're putting
Yeah,
out here.
okay. All right, Froggy, am I propagandizing anything? Is this fake or is there true concern among the staff about Fester with the yawning, the sleeping?
I mean, you're more concerned than me. I mean, I could care less.
And
But
You're going to the guy who does House
Hold on. No.
news.
It's not.
I couldn't care
Yeah,
less. I guess.
it's. I couldn't care less.
Okay, well, I couldn't care less, but it is. He is a different guy.
You
He's
guys
a little,
are
like I say, more wet,
Look.
more sweaty, more
Well,
tired,
yeah,
more grumpy,
I think last week you were.
more fatter.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, for you to say, for anybody to say, pray for somebody in this day and age, you don't know the climate of the environment you live in. Post-pandemic, pray for somebody.
jeez.
It's alarmist
Now,
and it's
he's
BS.
trying to vilify me
You
now.
are.
All right,
You
all
are
right,
the biggest
all right, let me
Okay.
let-
Rick
let-
around.
all right, what?
I couldn't say prick, so I want to say Rick.
All right, let me tell you, why are you angry?
Because this is the truth. I'm not angry. I'm giving
you know what?
honest-
I was just about to start a GoFundMe page for you.
Yeah, I'll give you a go.
Me
Go
page.
feed me.
Go feed me page. Go feed me page.
I'm going to give you a go F you page.
Can we stop it?
You're a shock jock
Dude,
today.
you are getting just angry. You're getting belligerent and verbally violent.
One of the many promises I made you is that I would be honest with you, and you are always.
This is like this is like when I tried to get him to wear the man bra. Remember that?
Listen, now you're being a dick about that.
Oh,
Listen,
please stop with your
I can't.
language.
Roxanne has a point to make, guys. Relax.
Dude,
You don't know the temperature of the room when you say pray for somebody's health, especially with how many Americans died
it's
during COVID.
why are you trying to turn this morbid? I'm doing a Ferris Bueller pray for Ferris joke. Pray for Fester.
There were
All
jokes that were funny.
I'm shutting your mic off. Yes, Roxanne. Go.
Okay,
All right,
I
go
think
ahead.
I have a theory, and
Yes.
you may not even be aware of this, Fester.
Roxanne's theory.
I'm not thinking that you did this intentionally because you probably didn't have a fever. You can come to work
This
if
is
you don't have a
so
fever.
stupid.
I think you were sick last week.
Okay,
and you
great.
didn't even know it
I
because
think half the people in the world are sick right now.
Why don't you start
Sometimes-
berate Roxanne now? Why don't you start calling her names?
Because she's not the dingbat that put
Oh,
on this
jeez.
pray for Fester thing. Jokes that were funny in the 80s.
Froggy took a picture of you on the couch sleeping.
If Froggy jumped off the bridge, would you?
Oh my God! What is wrong? See, this is part. This
You
is
did actually jump off the bridge.
I did jump off a bridge.
Listen,
Fester jumped off the Gandhi Bridge
without any sense of
in the middle of morning drive.
Listen, if you would have put
Did
this
you
picture,
really?
if you would have put this picture up and said, "Look at Fester zonking out like a big fat log during the show," LOL, or had any idea of humor or sarcasm, it'd be fine. But you don't. You just put "pray for Fester," and then I have
on, people
faithful
know.
listeners putting prayers sent.
I've
I'm
got-
on people's prayer cards
I've got-
because I took a nap
Are you
while
like
you're
a
doing
man-
a Dunkin' Duo commercial. Okay, I mean, let's call it what it is. This is MJ for the cake lady. I'm gonna go take a nap.
The cake lady.
Froggy, what were you going to say?
I mean, it's almost like he's a manatee that after they have sex, they have to like recover for 2 weeks.
Yes, if you would have wrote in your caption,
All right, lift up your shirt. Let me see.
Listen,
let me
Look,
see the
that
prop.
kinda-
Let me
that
see the
kinda looks
props.
like lettuce
Listen,
that's hanging down.
if
Look at the
you-
picture of the lettuce.
if you would have
Yeah,
put in
look.
the caption, "This is what a manatee looks like post-sex," that would have been funny. But you put "pray for MJ."
What about Fester should lift his shirt to show us the prop scars?
Okay.
What
yeah,
about
okay.
what about?
I actually, I have a prop scar on my back.
All right, I
That
gotta-
is too close to home.
I got to take a break. All right, folks. 7:14.
Unfollow MJ right now.
Stop it! No,
Certified
follow me.
for junk.
Follow me,
Junk
Certified
Instagram.
MJ
Awful,
Radio.
awful.
And also, you get to see me getting blindfolded for
Oh.
my birthday surprise dinner
Yes.
on Saturday. I'm just shutting you. You're just belligerent and angry. All right, follow me, Certified MJ Radio on Instagram.
For propaganda.
All right, when we get back, I've got a special personal message for Publix. So if you happen to be a Publix employee, you're going to want to hear this. Especially like Publix management, the CEO of Publix. If you are even if you're a Publix shopper, folks, you need to listen. I must address Publix personally next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Also, yeah, I got to get into the whole Stanley tumbler thing. I want them to just go away. I am. What is going? Why did the Stanley tumbler crap suddenly in the last 2 weeks explode? What? All the news stories. All right, hang on a minute. We're back in minutes. Don't move. We got an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. two and a half minutes late. Michelle gets angry because Michelle likes to set her little snooze thing on her phone to wake up, and she likes to kind of doze in and out, during the show. And she says, tell me all the times that you guys talk. And all right, so we're back about 7:23 to 7:25, and I'm 2 minutes late. And trust me, she'll be texting me in a little bit. You're running late.
Well, no. Because waking up to Denise Williams is awesome.
There you go. All right, an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ starts right now. So 1 hour and 20 minutes plus. No commercials, no music. It's nonstop MJ Morning Show content right now. What were we saying? The Royal Rumble is coming. Froggy just said, hey, who in the room's going to the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, look, I'm wearing my shirt and everything.
Listen, the only royal thing.
Look at it.
Oh,
Isn't it awesome?
All right.
All right.
I don't have to get violent like Fester.
Anybody going? You guys going?
You guys going? I will miss the Royal Rumble.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
When is the Royal Rumble?
Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm going to miss that because I'm going to be I'm doing something else royal. I'm heading to the Four Kings.
What's that?
Raja Ampat.
What's that?
My scuba diving location in Indonesia, Elaine.
I'd rather be at
Elaine, I was scuba diving in Raja Ampat.
I'd rather be at Royal Rumble, if I'm honest.
But what are those things called in your legs that you have to walk around a plane? You got to walk,
And
right?
that's at Ruth Eckerd Hall, the Royal Rumble. I got to laugh at it. I got to laugh at it Fester this
look at
morning.
that.
First of all, I'm not saying you're not funny all the time. I'm saying you're not funny in that Instagram post.
Tickets are still available. The Royal Rumble will be at Ruth Eckerd Hall on Saturday night.
It's going to be awesome.
So
gonna be
Gasparilla is Saturday.
Yes.
And then is Royal Rumble, where is it really? At Amelie?
Who's that?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. So Royal Rumble is the same night as Gasparilla?
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Holy frig, that's a mess.
Yeah, that's
No,
Really?
it's not. What's going to be a mess about it?
When do all the roads
It's
open
at
back up?
Tropicana Field.
Oh, it's okay. Then,
Hold
then
on.
that's fine.
Hold on.
Okay.
Whoa. So why didn't you correct this? Hold on. Where is Royal Rumble?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's at
Roxanne's,
Tropicana Field.
Roxanne's the one that
Tropicana?
said Emily in a guessing
So
fashion.
why didn't Froggy just come out
I
and
didn't know
say it?
she said I'm a law. I'm like,
Amelie.
what? I thought she was doing a prayer.
Yeah, I thought she was. Yeah,
I thought you were having a seizure over there. Or something.
She had a bertation.
Flirtation.
everybody apparently can pronounce Amelie Arena except for Roxanne.
I just was
Amelie?
saying that to be funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know how to say Amelie.
Well, it's at
Is that so funny, Fester?
that's right, Tropicana
funny.
Field.
It's going to be at the Amoeba Arena. Yeah, the Amoeba Arena is where
Okay.
it's going
It's
to
at
be.
Tropicana,
Yeah.
just
Nobody-
like the juice.
Yeah, nobody corrected you on.
Did you
Ruth
say
Eckerd
no
Hall.
one corrected Jew?
No one corrected you.
Did you say
I mean,
no one corrected Jew?
I
Is
guess
that what you
both-
said?
one's more insensitive, but still appropriate.
All right.
You're still.
Speaking of Gasparilla. Speaking of Gasparilla.
Yes. Big praise.
You know that the Florida Aquarium is doing the bead recycling again? Do you realize that I think that the MJ Morning Show of yesteryear, we single-handedly destroyed the planet because of the millions of beads we gave out for 18 years on the MJ and BJ float, the MJ and BJ Bluesmobile. Do you remember the company that puts on what's the name of the company? It's still the same company that
I don't know.
Eventbrite.
Event Masters, whatever it is. And remember they threw the MJ Morning Show Bluesmobile out of the parade because they said it was an eyesore.
Yeah,
It
Really?
was.
They
You
did.
guys were ejected?
Well,
our car was.
we were able to have a float, but they threw the car out of the parade. A perfect replica of the Bluesmobile, a 1974 Dodge Monaco, cop tires, cop shocks, the model before catalytic converter so it runs good on regular gas. And they threw the MJ Morning Show Bluesmobile out of the parade because they said that it cheapened the parade. Yeah, I got women lifting their shirts up, exposing their boobs for beads, and I'm cheapening the parade with the MJ Morning Show Bluesmobile?
And people dressed as pirates shooting guns in the air.
Exactly.
Fake pirates.
Really, when you think about it, what's happening?
My lawyer puts on a fake scar and shoots a fake gun.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
air.
So does my dentist.
my God.
I'm like,
Hold
what
on.
are you
Oh my
doing?
God. There's my brain surgeon over there. He's getting flashed by some woman. All right, so the I got to get into Publix now as well, but the Gasparilla bead recycling back into effect. So the Florida Aquarium trying to make the environment a little healthier, good for them. Listen, I'm a scuba diver. I'm headed to one of the most biodiverse scuba diving environments in the world with over 80% of the world's known ocean species, where I'm going this weekend,
Roger's armpit.
That's the kind of place where a shark attack happens.
Going to Roger's armpit.
Yeah.
Folks, another reason why you want to follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to be in Indonesia with Chloe, and it's going to take like 37 hours to get there. And follow me on Instagram so you can see what the hell's going on where I am, underwater and everything. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. That's Certified MJ Radio, so you can see what's going on the other side of the world. But anyway, the Florida Aquarium, beginning January 20th and running through February 11th. Wait, they're trying to get people to turn in beads even before the parade?
Well, the children's parade was last week, so there's already a lot of
that's right.
things
Yeah,
given away.
You're right. That's right. So the children's parade was Saturday night.
Did you do it, Fester? Are you still a Rough Rider?
I was at the RV show, but yeah, the Rough Riders were at that parade. They're going to be at the parade this weekend.
Yeah, you're one of those guys dressed up.
You're
like
a-
I
we're
don't bring.
saying.
I don't bring.
You're a Rough Rider.
Yeah, but
Fake scars.
couple
So wait a
things.
minute. Are you doing the parade this weekend?
I'm not. I'm out of town this weekend.
Where the hell are you going? I'm going to Indonesia. I got an excuse.
All right, well, nobody's going to a place like Indonesia, all right? So
okay,
stop rubbing
you're
our
going by
faces in
yourself.
this.
No, so this weekend I'm not going to the Gasparilla parade. But let's talk about a big difference between a bunch of fake pirates and the real Rough Riders.
The Rough Riders are the
who,
OGs.
set up fort in Tampa Bay in the Spanish-American War.
For
That's right.
every 5-gallon bucket of beads, you'll get one general admission ticket to save the planet. What I'm saying is the number of beads that we threw out over 18 years with the MJ Morning Show floats and Bluesmobile, we ought to be imprisoned. I think we single-handedly wrecked the planet.
We
And
should
then-
get a bunch of beads and put it in a bucket of water and then for like a week and then test the water.
Listen, we already talked about this, that we gave away tens of thousands of beads each Gasparilla parade when we had our floats in the parade, and our hands were soot black.
What is
After
that
the-
soot?
I'm telling you, it's China, because all the beads are made in China. Probably all lead. It's probably lead.
I never threw them.
I probably have lead poisoning. It's probably like I'm a kid that ate a whole wall's worth of paint chips in a hallway in a pre-war tenement. You know, that's what I'm thinking.
So I'm the only one who's doing Gasparilla this year.
Great.
What, you're
Are
going?
you going? Or are you
Yes.
in the parade or are you going to the parade?
No, I'm just going to a house party on Bayshore.
Okay, there we go.
And guess what? I
All
invited
right.
I invited everybody in the room, by the way.
Are Kid and Play going to be there?
Who?
House party?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the new Kid and Play commercial? It's been running for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I
it
have.
took me like 10 times to realize that was Kid.
Yeah,
without
he's
that big.
He doesn't
big
have the
hair.
giant hair stack,
Right.
But
He still looks so weird.
his face, though, it looks like very similar, just 40 years older.
He's so
But, yeah.
ugly.
No, he's not. All right, I gotta address Publix.
All right.
7:35 at the MJ Morning Show, and I have I don't know if it's an open letter to Publix. It's more like Publix. I want to have a little chat because I had an experience at Publix yesterday.
Was shopping a pleasure?
It was.
Okay, good.
So this is not a negative story. I mean, well, let me tell you what happened. And I'm just an honest guy, and I just got to figure out what to do here. I bought some apples. How about them apples? Do you know what my favorite? I think I've discussed this. Let's see how, you know who would know? Greg Lindbergh, who is like the official historian of the MJ Morning Show. He would probably know what my favorite apple is. For me,
I'll tell you what, don't say it just yet. Let me send Greg a text and see if he replies back. Tell your story.
I think I know what it is. I'm just going to
Everybody
guess.
shut your mouth. Everybody shut your mouth.
Oh!
Including MJ.
Cutie.
Including MJ.
Rude.
Listen, easy, all of you.
Shut your mouth.
there is one
Lynn-
apple that I like.
All right.
I mean, I love apples, and yes, I will eat other apples. I love apple pie, whatever. But there is a particular apple variety that I think is heads above other apples.
All right.
Because there are certain traits that I like in an apple. I hate a mushy apple. A mealy, mushy apple. Oh, my God. I hate them.
Who has mushy apples?
Sometimes the green ones are a little mushy. I come across green ones.
All apples, if they're not stored right, because
How long are we going to talk about apples?
Well, hang on, I got to get to my Publix story.
Oh, okay.
It involves apples, apparently.
No, it doesn't. It involves grapes, as a matter of fact.
You just said I bought apples.
I'm kidding. It's of course it's apples. So my favorite apple is an apple that is tart. I love a sweet but tart apple that's firm. So I noticed that Publix in the produce section
Sounds like the ladies I like. A little tart.
Okay.
Publix had the apples that I like in the produce section, and I, felt them up a little bit, and I'm grabbing the apples, and I'm like, you know what, these feel firm, so I bought 3 pounds of the apples. So Publix, here's what happened. I grabbed the other items. Michelle wanted some of those little mini Nan things. What else? I got a couple other things. And I'm at the checkout stand, and I opted not to do self-checkout. I opted to go to the man checkout. So the apples are on the belt.
There's a man checkout?
The checkout person happened to be a woman. Keyed in the wrong apple.
Oh.
Yep. So listen, Fester, I gotta say what
Hold
the
on,
apple is.
stop.
Hang
Wait,
on.
you're going to announce the apple?
Even though Greg has not replied to my text yet,
right.
Abdul and amazingly Dr. Childers
Yes.
Uh-huh.
says Honeycrisp.
No.
It's Pink Lady.
It is. Roxanne knows it's Pink Lady. Absolutely. So, honey.
Mine's a T-bird.
But hang on a minute. It's funny that they say Honeycrisp because the Publix clerk rang me up for the Honeycrisps. And I have the receipt right here. I have the Publix receipt right here.
I mean, that throws off the inventory, doesn't it?
Listen,
Yeah.
I think that the books aren't going to balance at Publix.
No.
You know what,
The,
though?
the Q1 books are going to be totally effed. All right?
Here's my question about
Well,
the
let
inventory.
me give the facts first. Listen. So the clerk at Publix keyed in Honeycrisp apples instead of the Pink Ladies, which I had 3.01 pounds of. The Pink Ladies are $2.99 a pound. The Honeycrisps, $2.18 a pound. So if you take the discrepancy of 81 cents a pound, multiply it by the 3 pounds, Publix got gypped out of $2.43.
They're going to have to redo their whole inventory system.
So what do I do? Well, listen, obviously I'm bringing it to, I didn't realize this until I got home. So I was already home, and I pulled out the receipt in the bag, and I just checked the receipt quickly. I'm like, I got undercharged. So I walked out with $2.43 more in Pink Lady apples, the best variety on the planet, than what I paid for. So I owe Publix $2.43. What should I do? Should I stop over on the way home after the morning show? Should I just plunk down $2.43? What would happen if I did that? What happens if the day after I go to the Publix customer service counter and I say, here's my receipt from yesterday, and well, my calculations show that because of a miscalculation and the wrong apple being entered into the system, I owe you guys $2.43. Are they going to take the $2.43 from me, or are they going to say, sir, that's okay. It's a gift from the Jenkins family?
Well, I don't think the Jenkins want to give you any presents. However, there's no proof that you actually bought those other apples. Your word is all there is to go on. There's no tangible proof. It's a he said in this. I bought these apples. I owe you money.
What if I go back there and I take all the little stickers, like little color forms? What if I take all those little apple stickers and I put them all over my face and I walk in? These are all of the Pink Lady stickers.
Bunch of dots on your
just
face.
all over my face. So what do? Fester, what do? I owe Publix $2. Do you think they're going to fold?
You know what? Times have been tough at Publix.
You know?
I often worry about the owners of Publix every time I go in. It's like, gosh, how are they making it?
Yeah, how are they getting by? So, Roxanne, what should I do?
I think you should just pay it forward, and like the next time you're there, maybe you weren't going to buy a box of Girl Scout cookies and then just buy a box of Girl Scout
But
cookies.
that's not Publix
yeah,
inventory.
I know,
those are the
but
Girl
I don't
Scouts.
think they're going to. I don't think they're going to be take your money. I don't think they're going to take your money.
I feel
if you
bad
went
for,
in there.
I feel bad for the Boy Scouts because they do the popcorn thing. It's just not the same, as the
No.
girl. It's not just not. The Girl Scouts they hit like gold, and then the Boy Scouts are left with they got to try to peddle popcorn.
Why don't they come out with Boy Scout cookies?
That doesn't even. That just sounds awful. You like a Boy Scout cookie? No, get the hell away from me.
That sounds perverted.
you creep. Get away from. Anyway, so I have a dilemma here with Publix. What should I do? Hey, Tyson, answer phones. Let me know if there's anything we should
Please,
take
Tyson,
here.
please.
So Roxanne, Festa, what should I do?
Stiff them. Stiff. I mean, listen, it's on them.
Yeah.
You had every intention on paying the retail price of what you picked.
Yeah.
3 pounds of apples.
By the way, the blueberries were very firm. People look at me when I'm in the produce section. I love blueberries as well. But with blueberries, you guys know my produce requirement. Blueberries can't be mushy either. Oh my God, the worst thing in the world. I would rather have crotch fungus than have mushy blueberries.
Oh, boy, I'd like to put that to the test.
Yeah.
I mean, boy.
Yeah.
Like, mushy blueberries are the worst.
Ugh.
And the blueberries I got from Publix yesterday, I bought 3 packages. They were firm. But people look at me because I'm sorry, I got to do it. Whether I'm in Trader Joe's, whether
Contaminating them.
I'm not contaminated because
You're fingering the blueberry.
I've used the alcohol wipes at the front.
Oh, great. You're putting alcohol on the blueberry. Great.
So my hands are clean. I must finger the blueberries.
Oh,
I have to. You folks, you can't buy blueberries
unfingered.
You gotta touch you gotta fondle them. You gotta hold them. You gotta grab them, almost like you're doing a self-exam.
You gotta turn your head and cough.
No, blueberries have to be firm, and they had really good blueberries at Publix yesterday. But look at the phones. I'm just gonna start taking calls here because Tyson, can I just grab? All right, line 1. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
This is Heidi.
Heidi, it's MJ and the crew. What should I do?
Good morning, everybody. So if you feel that strongly about it, and I do believe that, we all make mistakes, but I personally would have done the same thing. I would go back and say, hey, you didn't charge me right. If I would have caught it then, I definitely would have. Not sure if I'd run back to the store for a couple bucks, but being a former Publix employee,
Yep.
I had an incident where I had to return something because it got marked down and I didn't get the marked down price.
Yep.
And when they returned it, they refunded the full amount. I had bought it like half price, and then it went half price.
Yeah, that sounds like a fester scheme.
Next day, I go in
Yeah.
to give them back the $10.
Yep.
It was $10,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl just looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, like you were a cyclops or something.
I said, "Well, your register didn't balance yesterday."
Like you had your twin sister undeveloped stuck to your forehead, right? I'm sorry.
No sticker. But like your register couldn't have balanced yesterday, and one, I'm an employee here, so I don't want to get in trouble for theft. So trying to make the right the wrong. But I think that if you went up there, they would take it. But for the money, they're just going to write it off as a business thing. A business loss, an expected business loss.
Is Jeff in accounting going to be like puzzled for like weeks trying to figure out the $2.43 discrepancy at the Kennedy and West Shore Publix? Hey, thanks for the call. Let me grab line 2. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hello,
who's this?
Hi, it's Angela.
Angela, what should I do?
Okay, I say definitely leave it alone, pay it forward, like Roxanne said. I think you're more likely to get the girl in trouble that rang it up improperly.
I got you. Thanks for the call.
It's her
Let me
fault.
go. Line 5. Who's this and where are you calling from?
This is Carrie. I'm calling from Port Richey.
I don't think Andrew showed Tyson how to use the phone screener. Angela, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi. Who's? Did you say Angela?
This is Carrie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where the hell did I get Angela?
I'm not 100% sure.
Carrie, I'm sorry. Carrie, you're on. Go ahead.
Oh, hi. Okay, so Publix has a lot of buy one get one free specials, and I do all my shopping through Instacart and do pickup
Right.
with them.
Mm-hmm.
And when they had their buy one get one free specials a few weeks ago, my shopper actually doubled all the buy one get one free stuff. I did not get charged for it, and when I added it up, I ended up with $150 worth of extra free products.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Instacart. Wow. Thanks. All right. Line 6. Hi. Good morning. Who's this? Hello. You're up. Who's this on? Yeah. What's your name?
Sam,
Sam. Where are you calling from?
Tampa.
What should I do, Sam?
I think that you should chill out and be okay, because do you know how many times they probably overcharged you on items?
Publix is pretty good, like on the BOGOs or discounted prices. I don't know if I've ever detected it. I usually watch that stuff, but I
Or
did.
if you bought blueberries there,
Yeah.
I know that you've gotten blueberries that are, they look good on the top, but on the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's why. Oh yeah, when I buy blueberries, you can't just feel the top. I gotta fondle the bottom as well.
Well, I went through the line and I had a case of water on the bottom of my cart, and
Yep.
I didn't pay for it because I didn't see it and they didn't see it. And I got home and I realized that I had it, and
Yeah.
I thought about going back.
Cashiers are trained to check the bottom of the cart.
Your dog needs a poop, man. Go.
Thanks for the call. All right, last one. I got to move on here. MJ Morning Show. Who's this? Hi. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. It's just so much better when I can say what name is on the. Hi. Who's this?
Is this Jennifer?
Hi, Jennifer. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Hey, it's not a public story, but I went to Target to buy a car seat and a base, and Target forgot to ring out the base for me. And as we're walking out, I'm looking at the receipt, and I was like, this is not enough. We didn't pay enough for all this stuff. So I actually went back in with my receipt, and I said, you guys did not charge me for this. And they were so thankful that we had to buy it, but they gave us like 20% off or something like that.
Oh, that's a look at that. Honesty pays. Well, not as much if you just walked out without paying, but still.
Honesty's a discount.
Yeah, just a 20% discount. Thank you for the call. Have a great one. All right, so I'll stop in Publix with the receipt and see if they want the or if any of the Jenkins family from Publix, if you want to swing by the radio station, I'm happy to give you $2.43 out of my pocket.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to hand Jenkins $2.
Jerry Jenkins will take it. He's the black sheep of the family.
Oh, hey, I want to thank Fox 13 for a story from 1970. On the Fox 13 website yesterday, Florida named top state to retire. Okay, thank you.
Sounds like a web post.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm going to jump on that.
Is there a listicle with 6 other states that came second through?
So, Fox 13 website yesterday, the headline is Florida named top state to retire. Really?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. From September of 1969. Thank you very much for this story.
You know what else every other news outlet had a field day with this weekend?
It
was like the umpteenth anniversary of the last time it snowed in Florida.
Oh, I did.
1977.
Yeah.
January
47 years ago.
January 19th, the last day we had snow.
Yeah, Gene Deckeroff here. That's when the Bucks really sucked bad. 1977. Gene, how bad were the Bucks back then?
They were terrible, I tell you. Terrible. The Coalhouse years.
Did they even play?
Ray Perkins was a prick.
Who?
No, it was John McKay then.
Oh,
he was a prick too.
But it was Ray Perkins.
All right.
I don't think they played in 77.
Moving along.
No.
I hope I'm not too late for all of the school kids, the students. Middle school. Middle school goes later these days, right? Isn't it? Is it high school first?
Yeah.
Then elementary, then middle. In most counties, what's the pickup with the bus? Anyway,
middle school's the late one.
Listen to this. North Carolina Middle School took the mirrors off the walls in the bathroom because TikTok addicted students were like standing in front of the mirrors and shooting videos into the mirrors. The school took the mirrors off the wall because of our kidlets' brains being rewired by like TikTok and all this social media crap. And, time to be real. Do you know about that time to be real thing?
I've heard of it, but
Oh,
I've
my.
never seen it.
Yeah, it's like certain times of the day you gotta like suddenly be real, whatever you're doing. How unreal are you if you have to do something to hit a certain time mark? North Carolina middle schoolers, listen to this, had their mirror privileges taken away because they were spending too much time in school bathrooms filming TikTok videos. The Alamance Burlington school system announced this week that Southern Alamance Middle School resorted to removing the restroom mirrors to cut down on distractions. Some students were caught cutting class and visiting the bathroom up to 9 times a day to shoot TikTok videos in the bathroom mirors. Roxanne, where are you going?
She's going to shoot a TikTok video in the
No,
bathroom.
no. Why are you walking out in the middle of our show?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I have to run to the kitchen. I'm drinking my green tea, and it's making my mouth just disgusting. And
just leave it.
Like it's too bitter.
Fessa, can you
Excuse me.
stick
I'll
your
be right
fingers in
back.
Roxanne's mouth and see what's going on in there?
You want something sweet?
Hold
in
on.
there.
You are leaving the show because your mouth feels disgusting?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do I ever do this? No. If I really have to go get,
Let
I
her
have
go.
to get like some oatmeal or something.
Should
My
I
mouth is.
Hold on, you're
gross.
gonna leave the show and make oatmeal?
It's gonna take 2 seconds.
it's-
Will you please let me do this?
Let her
I
go.
can't.
Oh, my.
In the
I can't
time-
concentrate. Talk about the mirror stuff. Talk about. I mean, my contribution would be like I've been in a lot of schools and noticed that the mirrors aren't on the walls in a lot of public schools I've been in. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe it's preemptive. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Go do your
Did I ever tell you the broken mirror story in college at Ithaca College?
No.
Oh, man, I got billed like $350. Well, my parents did. Hang on, I'll tell you that in a second. But how ridiculous is it that students are skipping class or they're spending a ridiculous amount of time in the school bathrooms shooting TikTok videos with the mirrors as a prop? So the school is taking the mirrors off the wall. Students were going to the bathroom for long periods of time and making TikTok videos, said Les Atkins, the public relations officer for the school system. The mirrors were heavily featured in videos that the middle schoolers were filming for the app. Although typical punishment, the penalty seems to have already gotten the job done. Atypical punishment. Not as many visits to the bathroom, not staying as long. They had the janitors or the maintenance worker took the freaking mirrors off the wall. I mean, that's what society is coming to. The distractions. Again,
The distractions are everywhere. And the kids, they're all going to be tardy to their class. They only have a few minutes in between the bell schedule.
I wonder if Hillsborough County Public Schools, Pinellas, Polk, Pasco, Hernando, Manatee, Sarasota, any of the surrounding counties, I wonder if they're like looking at this now. Oh, well, you hear about this school in North Carolina? They took the mirrors off the wall because of kids in TikTok videos. Man, that's just insane. We've come to this. Got to be kidding me.
Well, they can still take TikTok videos. They just don't have the mirror to be able to, shoot into the mirror, look at what they look like before they do the video, I guess.
Taylor Swift. Need to talk about Taylor for just a moment here. Little Tay-Tay. Now, I would like to come to Taylor Swift's defense here on the MJ Morning Show, which might seem a bit out of character for me. But Taylor Swift does not deserve to be stalked by that maniac up in New York. Did you see the picture of this guy? If, like, you had a casting department, like a movie company, want to come up with, like, a crazed, like, sicko, stalker-looking guy?
This is it?
Oh, my God. Hey, do a Google real quick. Taylor Swift stalker. So this dude's been arrested. And let me tell you right now, Taylor Swift deserves to live her life in peace. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan. I'm not going to the concerts. I'm not jamming out to her latest breakup song or whatever. But I'm not enamored by the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift deal. But seriously, you see the picture? Look at this guy.
This guy's a creep.
Oh my God, Roxanne, look at this guy.
I saw him. He is creepy, all right.
This is the guy stalking Taylor Swift and was arrested again for trying to break into her townhouse.
It's like Post Malone, doesn't it?
Oh, Dude.
If Post Malone was fat and had no face tattoos, it'd be like his brother.
Well, and also like living in the street for 17 years. But the guy was busted again near her townhouse twice in 3 days. Same dude. This guy's been stalking Taylor Swift. Leave Taylor Swift alone. There are pictures of the NYPD cuffing and stuffing this guy yesterday.
You can't mess around with that kind of stuff because remember that Christina Grimmie? She was on The Voice. She was killed by a stalker.
Hey, there was
she was 22 years old.
What about, Selena? Exactly.
Yeah.
What about that sitcom star back in like 1990? Remember?
Yeah.
A crazed fan went to her Hollywood house and killed her?
Who, Sybil Shepherd?
What? No, it wasn't Sybil Shepherd. She's still alive.
Who?
Sitcom star killed 1990. Who was? Rebecca Schaefer just came up. 89.
What show?
19-year-old Robert John Bardo shot and killed Schaefer at her home in West Hollywood. At the time of her death, she had been stalked by Bardo for 3 years. What show was she on? What was the name of that show?
Something.
Oh, My Sister Sam. I remember.
Yeah. The name Sam was in it. Yeah.
My Sister Sam. That's another crazed stalker story. That was from 1989. So, yeah, hopefully, this guy is detained or put away because Taylor Swift deserves to live her life in peace and does not deserve to be stalked by some maniac.
I'm sure if you sat down any major celebrity, singer, actor, athlete, I'm sure they all have stalker stories of crazy stuff that we have no idea about that never gets into the press because they don't want to advertise it because you don't want copycat stalkers.
Yes.
Don't forget radio personality. Come on.
Hey, speaking of crazy stuff, the whole Stanley tumbler cup, why is it that it's like the last 3 weeks that all of these stories have exploded? Now, the Stanley Cups, they're not new. People have loved these things, but why in the last 3 weeks has it exploded? And there's all these crazy stories like, fights and people jumping over the counters at Starbucks or Target and, people grabbing handfuls. Why in the last 3 weeks has it just totally permeated the news?
2 reasons. One, because it's post-holiday, so people got Stanley Cups for Christmas and didn't know anything about them until now. And 2, because people set hydration goals, really high hydration goals for 2024. It's New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Okay,
hydration goals is definitely the reason. The 40-ounce tumbler.
We've had stories like, and this is just sad. Remember we did the story about kids getting bullied? I think we did this last week. Kids are getting bullied at school for having knockoff Stanley Cups and not having the brand name Stanley stainless steel tumbler. I mean, that's pathetic that kids are getting bullied. Oh, your parents didn't, but you've got a phony one. You got a fake one. I mean, really? A freaking cup? All right, so that's really made me angry.
It's like what we did to kids who wore Bobos back in the 80s.
Oh, that's right.
Remember Bobos that make your feet feel fine?
It's like the Kmart shoes.
Yeah, Bobos that cost $1.89.
You know what? Well, what? Listen,
Bobo.
Hey. Oh, I got to tell my mirror story as well. I skipped over that, but that's true. So I remember back in elementary school and middle school, that was a thing. Kids were made fun of when their parents didn't buy them like expensive Nikes or Adidas.
Or if you had like the cheap discount store brand shoes.
Yeah, those were called Bobos.
Bobos.
And it was like the cheap shoes. And what was his name? David Jones.
Just call him Bobo.
He made fun of kids.
He was a tormentor?
David Jones at Pembroke Meadows Elementary School in Virginia Beach. David Jones would make fun of the kids whose parents couldn't afford to buy their kids the more expensive, the Nikes, the Adidas, the Puma.
What a prick.
Yeah.
David Jones used to make fun of the kids.
I had a kid like that who made fun of you.
That always bothered me.
And everybody knows that Bobos make your feet feel fine.
All right, now listen to this. More Stanley. We got to take calls on this, on the whole Stanley deal, because woman has been arrested. Cops pulled her over found $2,500 worth of stolen Stanley cups in her car.
So they found like 8 of them?
You know what they did? Yeah, they found 7 or 8 cups. Yeah, and then the cops.
Holy crap!
Oh, the whole trunk. Oh,
the trunk is full of these cups.
It is, the trunk is loaded. You couldn't get another one in the trunk. And you know what the cops did? When the cops pulled her over and they discovered all the stolen merchandise, they then did a photo op. They took like dozens of the cups. And,
That's great.
Yeah, all right, Fester just found the picture.
So you see, like drug busts, they lay it out on the cop's
Yeah,
hood.
they'll put they'll put the packages of dope on the hood of the car. They've loaded the entire hood of a police interceptor Ford Explorer. They loaded the whole hood and the bumper with the Stanley cups during the traffic bust. Yeah, here's the deal. This is California. Woman arrested for allegedly stealing almost $2,500 from a store. Police in Roseville, northeast of Sacramento, were called to a reported theft from a store. Staff saw a woman take a shopping cart full of Stanley water bottles without paying for them. The suspect refused to stop for staff, stuffed her car with the stolen merchandise, and pulled off. An officer spotted the suspect vehicle as it entered Highway 65 from Galleria Boulevard and initiated a traffic stop. Yeah, the unnamed woman so far, 23 years old, from Sacramento, was arrested for grand theft. Yeah, pictures released by the cops show the trunk filled. Oh, the whole passenger seat in the back, or I'm in the front, also. The whole floorboard and the seat also loaded with Stanley cups.
Does it mention what store it was? Was it a Target?
It does not. It just says store in Roseville, California.
It looks like she has a Target bag sitting on her passenger seat, and in her cup holder is the coveted Target red Valentine's Day tumbler.
Yeah. You know, I don't know why this is popping into my head. It's really gross. But now that I'm looking at that Stanley cup in the car, I'm thinking that's a great cup to pee in if you're on a road trip for a really long time.
What?
And you can't stop somewhere.
Good point.
I mean,
your thought is peeing in a Stanley. You want to turn the Stanley cup into a pee cup?
I mean, it's big.
I eventually look at every receptacle as that kind of function sooner or later.
But what is going on? Why the Stanley Cup craze? Michelle does not have a Stanley Cup. I do not have a Stanley tumbler. Guess who does?
Julie.
No, Chloe. Oh, Chloe has one.
Anything that's popular, she latches right on to.
Guess what?
I've got a knockoff one. My wife has like 2 or 3 of them.
Of the real ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She bought one before they were widely available. I think she paid a premium like on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Moron.
Let me, you just called your wife a moron?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's a moron for all these cups she has.
We have one. We have one Stanley Cup in the house. Only one, and it's Chloe's. But it seems just ridiculous.
It's a good cup. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, listen, I've seen the cups that the ice is still frozen after 3 days. We had a story, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago where a person's car burned to the ground. The Stanley Cup was still in the center console cup holder, and the water was still cold with ice, and the whole car's melted.
The catalyst for all of this Stanley news about a month ago was, or maybe 3 weeks ago after the new year, Target and their Valentine's Day line where there was long lines of people cutting the lines.
They were getting into fights.
Yeah. Where's Stanley headquarters? I think they need displays.
I think they're in Connecticut.
Easy breezy.
I don't know where the hell they are.
Close it.
Anyway, the Stanley Cup craze. Hey, going back to my mirror story, I'm sorry, I kind of teased it.
Oh, I can't wait for the broken mirror story.
No. Well, here's what happened.
Would you look in it?
Nice.
I was in the bathroom in Ithaca College in Hilliard Hall, 1984 into 85. And I think it was my freshman year. I was in Hilliard Hall, and I was taking a shower. And one of the kids on the hall, what was his name? I forgot his name. He throws a cup of ice cold water on me in the shower.
Okay.
And I maybe overreacted a bit, and I grabbed the shower curtain rod which this is the craziest thing in the world. It wasn't like the lightweight aluminum poles, like car antennas.
Right?
It was like a steel water pipe.
Ooh.
It was this heavy. So I picked up the thing to throw it at him because I'm in the shower. I suddenly got doused with ice cold water. Totally missed. I was trying to javelin him.
I was going to say you're going to impale this guy with. Oh my God!
It hit the wall mirror, which was a massive mirror. There were like 4 or 5 sinks in a row along the wall. This massive mirror, like I think it was
like an 8-foot long mirror,
like 8 feet by 5 feet. It was like this huge mirror on the wall, mirror on the wall, and the metal pipe curtain rod hit the mirror.
Oh no!
This thing exploded. It was the biggest crash. Kids from all 3 floors of Hilliard Hall came running to see what the hell happened. They thought maybe like the boiler exploded or something.
They all ran in on you naked.
You're there naked as a jaybird.
Well, I had a towel wrapped around me at that point. But everyone comes running, and the mirror is in 3 million pieces all over the floor. It was a maintenance emergency. Anyway, I got called down to the student life office for that.
Dude.
And my parents got a bill for, it was like $300 or $400 for the mirror. That's 1984 money, by the way.
Do you know what a menace you were? I mean, dude, you would have been like Morons in the News for the Ithaca College morning show. At Hilliard Hall, somebody threw a javelin at somebody who doused him in cold water. A guy named Todd.
That was me.
That's awful. And hysterical.
If you want a great marriage, do you want to know what a recommendation is? I've never heard of this. I have never heard of this in my life. If you want a great marriage, the suggestion is that you go on vacation without your partner. Have you heard of this?
I can see that being a plus.
Now, I happen to be going on vacation without Michelle, but Michelle fully sanctioned this. She's thrilled that I'm taking Chloe.
She's thrilled to get rid of you for 2 weeks.
On this scuba trip. So, headline, Wall Street Journal yesterday. The trick to a great marriage, vacation without your partner. Is this real?
That's my story of my life.
Well,
you guys do that a lot.
He leaves you. You know what? You're like an abandoned wife, like 80% of the year.
Is he gone this weekend?
Yeah, is he gone this weekend?
No, he's around this weekend.
Oh.
No, 2024. He's been around quite a bit.
Nice.
Well, what did Jeter cut him off?
No.
Okay.
So like
Never.
every year, Allison goes on a trip without me, but she goes to see her boring cousin.
Oh, that's right. Like in Iowa or something?
Another I state.
Illinois?
That's it, yeah.
But it's some boondocks, Illinois, right?
Yeah, Champaign.
Oh,
Why
Champaign.
don't you go and hang out with her?
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Ugh,
I want to go to phones on this. Hey, Tyson, do you know how to put the names up on the screen, or Andrew didn't show you that? Andrew didn't show you that.
God, Andrew, what'd you do?
All right.
Just left?
Listen, we're on the air. Tyson's doing a serviceable job.
Tyson's doing great.
Okay.
Here's what I want to do. I want to go to phones on this. I want to talk to people. I want to talk to, I think, women probably, because the trick to a great marriage, vacation without your partner. Spouses have long split up to travel on girls' getaways or guys' weekends. Now travel companies, advisors, and travelers say solo vacations have become a booming business for all kinds of trips. More people have even booked big bucket list adventures like African safaris or cruises to Antarctica on their own.
Okay, wait. This is a totally different story than what I thought it was. I thought you were talking about guys who go on trips with their friends and don't bring their wives, or vice versa, girls who take girls' trips. You're saying that it's good for your marriage to go on a vacation solo by yourself?
Without your spouse. Well, I guess you could go with friends, but it's the story is going on vacation without your significant other.
Okay.
So I guess we would take calls from men and women here. I'd love to know, is this something that's improved your marriage? Folks, how long have you been going on vacation without your significant other, your husband, your wife? Let's grab some calls on this. 800 800-990-1047. Now, I'm not going to know who you are. I'm going to have to ask you your name. So when you hear the phone get selected, just go ahead and say, hey, it's so-and-so, because our screener's not working because Andrew's not here, our producer. 800-990-1047. That's the number. 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. Let's go to phones. I'd like to know about you vacationing without your partner, and has this bolstered your marriage? Because apparently this is a thing.
Yeah, Fesher used to go to hedonism by himself like every year.
That one year I went to Burning Man by myself.
Never got a Burning Man.
Not
That's
yet.
like a douche festival, isn't it? Burning Man?
When my lawyer's not dressed up as a pirate, he goes to Burning Man.
We always say that women want to go stay at a hotel by themselves and just enjoy the night by yourself without your kids.
I know why I said have women call, because in the story, I just read this again. I remember because I read this last night. Most married solo travelers are women, according to. So it's, I guess it is. It could be solo travel or maybe going with a friend. But the premise is, look at the phones. Phones are jammed. Yeah, Tyson, just make sure they have a story and put them on hold. And we'll go to phones right now. Trick to a great marriage, vacation without your partner. All right, let me go to line one, go down the line here. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
This is Sheila from St. Petersburg.
Hey, Sheila.
Oh, Sheila.
Oh, Sheila. Here we go. Oh. All right, Sheila, go ahead. What's your story with vacationing alone?
Yes, not me, but my sister and brother-in-law, married 38 years, have never vacationed together, ever.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. Unfortunately, she passed away, so they'd still be married today. But he didn't like to go on vacations, and she did.
Oh, well, that explains it. They might have started the whole pattern.
Yeah, 38 years ago.
Yeah, really. Thank you. 800, that opens up a line. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I'll take men and women, but vacationing without your spouse. Line 2. Hi, good morning. Who's this? Hello, who's this? Line 2.
Sally? One-Eyed Sally?
Yeah, that's you. What's your name?
This is One-Eyed Sally.
You said hold on. Did you say One-Eyed Sally?
Yes, I called you before.
Hold on, really? This is One-Eyed Sally?
Shelly.
Shelly.
Shelley.
One-eyed Shelly.
Okay, Shelly, you only have one eye?
Yes, I'm legally blind in one eye. It's a nickname. I make fun of myself because I do. Things happen. But
now, is the eyeball there, or what's?
It's there. I look normal. You would never know. You would never know.
Oh, I got you.
You'd never know I was blind.
Until you introduce yourself.
All right, so One-Eyed Shelly, go ahead. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you. So my best recommendation for a perfect marriage is go on vacation with your best girlfriend. I've been doing this for many years, probably half my marriage. It's the best time, and it's also free therapy. And just do it, and it's a happier marriage. And my husband knows. He's like, oh, it's a girls' trip. Okay, have fun. So that's simple as that.
When you have a serious talk with your husband, does he ever look you in the eye?
Oh, yeah, he does. We make one-eyed jokes all the time.
I gotcha.
Yesterday we were at the pirate store shopping for Gasparilla, and, of course, I had to get a one-eyed eye patch.
Man, you can really get into it.
Don't put on the wrong eye or you're screwed.
Yeah. Hey, Shelly, thanks for listening. Have a great day.
You know why girls' trips feel so good?
Why?
Because you're with really close friends, so you can just do whatever you want to do, and you can have really deep conversations instead of like small talk. And so you come back from a girls' trip and you feel very restored and rested. That's what I've experienced.
Let's grab line 4. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hello.
Yeah, hi. What's your name?
Frank.
Yeah, I miss having the screener. Frank, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Tomorrow, relax.
I
It's one day.
realize.
Come on, give Andrew a break.
All right, go ahead, Frank.
What's going on? Can you hear me,
Yeah,
boys?
Frank, we got you loud and clear. Go, Frank. You're on the air.
All right, fantastic. First of all, I love
Sacramento, California. Frank, hello.
Is this me?
Yeah, it is.
Clearwater?
Clear. Frank in Clearwater, you're on the air. Go ahead.
There you go. First of all, I love the show, guys. You got a great crew with you, MJ.
Thank you, buddy.
You guys
I agree.
Anyway,
hold on. Did you just say whatever, Froggy?
All right, well, let Frank make his point.
All right, go, Frank. Go, Frank.
Go ahead, Frank.
Sorry, Frank.
Quit interrupting, Froggy. Hey, so my wife's a school teacher, and every summer we go up to Maine as a family. I have 2 kids. We go up for 2 weeks, and then when we come back, she keeps the bags packed. She goes to Wisconsin with the 2 kids alone. So she's up there by herself with the family, and then once a year, me and a buddy go to on like a golf trip. Every year we go to the Masters. We've been to St. Andrews. So I do that with my buddy, and she does that with the kids.
Well, that is awesome. So you played the old course at St. Andrews?
I played the old course. I've golfed one time in my life and spent St. Andrews.
Wow. My daughter Chloe was there for a year, so I actually drove the rental car across the old course.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Frank, thanks for the call. Frank,
fantastic spot.
Frank, thank you, buddy, for calling in. And I love your hot sauce, man.
I put that on everything.
Let's grab line 6. Hi, good morning. Who's this? Hello, line 6.
Pam from Valrico?
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, it's so weird because you can't tell who you're picking the phone up for.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, good morning, guys. Yes, Roxy, you were right. I think my husband and I did the same thing. We take one vacation a year together, and then he goes with his friends. They go on a lot of fishing, hunting stuff, which I'm not into. But let me tell you, you know what's a vacation? Being at home, not having to cook, relaxing. You get the remote. I don't have to watch Star Trek every night. That is a freaking vacation right there. I love it. That's that. I used to go on more girls' trips, but I injured my feet years ago, so I can't walk a lot. But it's fine. I think it keeps it great. He does his thing. I like to stay home or go maybe with the girls' trip. I've been on a couple of girls' cruises before.
Wow.
And nothing wrong with that. It's great. I mean, girls are girls, man. We're cool. We talk and you bond and you see your husband every day. Nothing wrong with that. But it's just nice to separate and kind of be with other people.
This is a thing, man. Thank you, Pam. Thanks for the call. Every line is
Good
jammed.
call. Yeah.
800-990-1047. The trick to a great marriage apparently is vacation without your partner. Line 7. Hi, good morning. Who is this?
Hi, this is Laura.
Hey, Laura. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi there. I'm actually going on my annual girls' trip this weekend.
Oh, good for you.
Some of my really good girlfriends and I were headed up to Canada, and we're going to go skiing.
Hey? Where in Canada are you going?
Montreal.
Oh, Mont-Tremblant?
Yes, that's exactly where we're going.
Well, enjoy yourself up there. I was at Mont-Tremblant driving around when I heard that Robin Williams killed himself.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm sorry. When I think of Mont-Tremblant, I think of my high school ski trip from Virginia Beach, from Cox High School.
Wow.
And Michelle and I and the kid, we were driving around Mont-Tremblant, and the news came on the radio that
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin
what you
Williams.
just said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Robin.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, MJ with his uncanny ability to ruin everything.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Hey, enjoy
Well,
your.
Usually my girls' trips are in Orlando because we're all young moms, and we don't really go too far. And my husband's going to Dominican Republic and going skiing at Big Sky and all this stuff. So finally, we're taking a big trip. Kids are getting old enough that we feel comfortable and just excited to go.
Yeah, 6, 7 years old, just leave them home. Hey, thanks for the call.
Thanks. All right, bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Every line here. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
This is Jeff.
Jeff, are you a solo vac? The thing is, it's not only like the boys' trips and the girls' trips and leaving your spouse behind, but also the story talks about going on solo vacations all by yourself.
Yeah, we've both my wife and I have gone on vacation separately. She's gone with her girlfriends. I've gone off with friends. She didn't want to go to Africa, as an example, so I went off with a friend to Africa. I'm planning another trip with a friend maybe to Antarctica.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. See, that's part of the story in the Wall Street Journal about taking trips to Africa and Antarctica. You're doing both.
Yep. I got lucky enough to be able to do that, and she takes trips with her girlfriends and things.
Yeah, to the spa in Safety Harbor. You're going to Africa. She's going to Safety Harbor.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, buddy. All right, hey Tyson, just 3 more, and I got to move on, man. This will go on all day.
No kidding.
Hi, good morning, MJ. Where did Froggy go?
He had a intestinal issue.
Oh,
to
Jesus.
address.
Oh my God, Froggy just bolted out of here like they were giving away free Stanley cups in the parking lot. Like, I mean, did you see? He just bolted out of here. You know what? I need to find my Froggy jingle. I need to find my very appropriate Froggy jingle. Here we go.
Where is Froggy? Can you guess? In the John with IBS.
There you go. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Who's this?
Hi, Kimberly.
Hey, Kim. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. You're up.
So I went on vacation all by myself for the first time about 1.5 years ago. One of the best trips ever. Love vacation with my family, but went by myself. There was no, where do you want to eat? No, where do you want to eat? You pick. I want to go here. It was amazing. I think everyone should do it.
How long you been married?
Over 10 years.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
34.
34, and your husband is around the same age?
Yes, sir.
All right. And he goes on his trips by himself as well, or with friends?
Has never done it.
Oh, he hasn't done it, so you've done it.
No. I did it once all by myself.
Yep.
The opportunity came. I went. It was so much fun. I never missed. I never looked around and was like, oh, I wish somebody was here. Like I said, you got up in the morning, you did what you wanted to do, you ate what you wanted, saw. I had so much fun.
Awesome. Look at this. I mean, we are getting like rave reviews.
Well, don't underestimate how it's a vacation for the other spouse for you not to be around. Don't think Michelle's not going to have a great 2 weeks when you're not there.
Hi, good morning. 2 more calls. Who is this on line 5?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on. Who's this?
Oh, hi. This is Kathy.
Hey, Kathy, go ahead.
My aunt and uncle have been married 78 years.
What the? 78? Your aunt and uncle been married 78? What are they, 109?
They're 90, 98, and 96.
Holy crap. All right, go ahead.
And they've never had a vacation together in their life.
Get out, really?
My uncle, for their honeymoon, my uncle took...
I'm going to get into Model A. I'm going to drive to Latrobe.
My uncle took my aunt for their honeymoon fishing. And she vowed never to go anywhere with him again.
Thanks for the call, man. All right, last call on the 90.
So crazy.
That's some crazy stuff. All right, last call. MJ Morning Show, who's this? Oh, man, I miss having names on a screener.
It's okay, you'll have it tomorrow.
I know. Hi, good morning.
Right.
Who is this? Last call. I need some alcohol. Yeah, it's you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes. Hi, who is this?
Oh, hi. This is Dina from Dade City. How are you?
I'm doing well. All right, so you're the final call on this. Do you vacation alone without your husband?
See, now I feel differently because I vacation with him all the time. We go away every 3 months. We're big Disney fans. I do go away with my sister once a year, but I love being with my husband, and I rather vacation with him. We're together almost 20 years, and I can't be away from him. We just love being together.
Well, there you have it. And you wrapped it up on a whole different note that you do not want a vacation alone. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You betcha. All right. Now, listen, it's a thing. And I've taken... Actually, you know what?
You've done a couple of trips by yourself.
Yeah.
You went with Julian 1.5 years ago. You went somewhere.
We went to the Maldives. I did the Red Sea in Egypt, scuba diving by myself. But Michelle and I have done most of our 99%. I did take it early on in our marriage.
You went to Truck.
I went to Truck, and
I remember that.
I scuba dived Truck Lagoon and Palau. Yeah, so that was like 1998. I think.
So what's Michelle going to do for these 2 weeks while you're gallivanting?
Gallivanting? Hey, we can maybe call her tomorrow. We'll see.
While you're looking at fish.
Hey, you want to hear something ridiculous? Is this true? Hey, do you still have like the phone number to the Burger King manager who's a listener? or does
she was a former manager now.
But her husband's still a Burger King manager.
Yeah.
We had a husband and wife team, and they were both Burger King managers.
It was Marilyn.
So Marilyn, I believe, was the manager of the Burger King on like Fletcher or Fowler,
something like that. And,
okay,
and
the husband was like at a different Burger King.
Yes,
this would be great to talk to them about this because is this real? I saw an item yesterday that Burger King employees are required to tell customers "you rule" and give them a crown.
What?
I got to be honest. I have not been in a Burger King in. Oh, you know what? Julian flew in maybe like 2 years ago, and he landed really late, and we stopped at the Burger King drive-thru on Kennedy, and he got like a double Whopper or something, but I was at the drive-thru. But I have not myself been in a Burger King in a very, very long time.
All right.
But is this true? Listen to this. Burger King employees are required to tell customers "you rule" and give them a crown. And of course, this is like the the commercial. And isn't it the dude from the warehouse in The Office that apparently sings these Burger King commercials?
Is it him?
Yeah.
No, because he does Pizza Hut commercials.
Someone told me that he's singing the Burger King song.
Pizza Hut and Burger King the same company?
So
I don't know.
Is this true? Are you a Burger King employee or a manager? Are you now required to tell customers and give them a crown?
All right. So while you have not been to a Burger King in years,
you are there 7 times a day.
Okay, so not 7 times a day. That's ridiculous. But I was there like 2 weeks ago, and I'll tell you, I walked into the Burger King.
You're fat.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
If it weren't for fat people, Burger King would be out of business.
I'm sorry.
I walk in and they thank me. They're like, "You, number one." So no, but there were a lot of crowns around. I did notice a bunch of paper crowns.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone told me that this. Someone told me this is the dude from the warehouse in The Office.
Is it? Really? Okay. Could be.
See? And then you get a crown.
Could be him. Last time I had a Burger King burger is when we threw them at each other's heads. And they were good.
In the studio.
Yes.
Oh, that we were simulating a news story, right?
Right, a Morons in the news.
Yeah, there was an attack with.
Yes.
Hey, Fester, go to open up a new window and just Google who sings the Burger King commercials, and what's that dude's name?
It's not the guy from The Office because he does "You Can't Out Pizza the Hut" commercials.
No, I think he's double dipping, man. Just type in who sings the Burger King commercials. I've had numerous people tell me because Michelle.
Jesus, how many times do you talk about Burger King with your friends if you have numerous people?
No, we did a segment. Michelle hates that jingle. Remember, Michelle can't grab the remote quick enough. When those Burger King commercials come on, Michelle cannot grab the remote quick enough and hit the mute button.
The singer's name is Will Crown.
Right.
It is not the guy from The Office. The singer Will Crown, he's a musician.
Oh,
he's
man.
from a band.
So I had erroneous information.
You got fake news.
Someone fake newsed me up good. The hell's going on? But
he's a Brooklyn artist.
Can anybody listen? Can anybody confirm that? Well, Fester, when was the last time you were in Burger King? Like,
what's today? Today's
Tuesday.
I think a week ago today.
I will pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yeah, they didn't go for that at Burger King. They said, "You pay me right now."
Did they tell you rule and then hand you a crown?
I don't remember the rule, but every place you could put a crown, there were like 20 paper crowns in there. I actually took one and put it on my head as I walked out.
I think my kid went to. I think after one of our soccer games, we stopped at Burger King on Saturday.
Did they say your kid ruled?
It was with Kim and Luke went, and I had the other game with Max.
What do you think? What do you think? Some of the strangest things that people have left in hotel rooms. So I was reading Hotel Management Quarterly last night.
I don't want to talk about this.
Sex toys.
Yeah, this is gonna get nasty. Really,
that's what I was gonna say. A double dildo.
Dude, what are you saying? Froggy, I just dumped that.
Sorry.
What are you? You can't. Don't say that on this family show.
Sorry, you just said sex toys.
Stop! But you don't have to be that descriptive.
They're out there.
Like,
what the?
Listen, they're out there.
Guys, you know what? The story that I have has no mention of sex toys.
Maybe you should just read the list instead of serving it up to the room.
There is no sex on the list. So as I said, I was reading Hotel Management Quarterly.
I guess mine was a little specific.
I mean, well, you have MJ has a subscription.
Yeah.
No double D on the list.
What'd you say?
No double D.
Double D.
All right, Roxanne, stop.
funny.
Stop. Don't.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Don't encourage him. Please don't encourage him.
Okay.
I am incorrigible.
All right, what do you think the number one item?
I don't even want to guess.
What do you think the number one item is that people leave in hotel and motel rooms?
If it's not Froggy's answer, which I think it might be, I would guess phone charger.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
Ooh,
Good
answer.
answer.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, right. We don't need Louis every time.
Here comes Louis Anderson
You're
again.
sitting here waiting to be used.
He hosted the damn Family Feud from 99 to 2002.
I've left a couple phone charges in a hotel,
I mean, phone
and I
chargers
hate
I
it.
think would be number one. Personal items like
Yeah, well, it's not,
razors.
hold on. You know what it is? Let me clearly delineate.
Okay.
It's the strangest items that people have
Okay.
left. Well,
Okay.
Did I say
All
that?
right,
Yeah.
you know.
It's the strangest items that people have left in hotel or motel rooms.
It goes back to double D.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
pretty
just
good.
tell us the
Will you-
list,
will you-
MJ.
will you stop it with your double D?
I mean,
All right,
people love the funnel cake maker.
Very strange.
number one item left.
Dentures.
Yes.
But that's not strange.
Yes.
People have dentures.
How do you walk out of a hotel or motel without putting your freaking teeth in?
Maybe you have like your Friday dentures and your Friday night dentures.
All right, you ready? Hang
Yeah.
on. Here's another item. Witchcraft paraphernalia.
Okay, that's strange.
I would never have guessed that.
A voodoo doll or what?
Yeah, it's a festive voodoo doll with pins.
Okay, an acupuncture doll.
All right, here's another one.
What?
God, can I give you a sound? All right, here, I'm going to give you a sound effect. Let me see if you can guess. I'm going to be so impressed if you guys can whip out the right answer here.
All right, whip it out. For me.
Another strange answer, another strange item that people leave in a hotel room. This.
Oh, I know exactly. I mean,
Oh God.
What?
I can't say it.
What?
I'll get dumped.
No, what is it?
Is the name?
BP.
Yeah.
What?
Is the name plugged in the?
Yeah, what Fester's saying.
Are you saying butt plug?
Oh.
What are you? No, it's a freaking glass eye.
That's not a glass eye sound effect.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that
Glass
sound effect.
eyes.
What do you think?
People have glass eyes.
Butt plug. What
This
is
is
the matter
really
with you?
specific, MJ.
I
You
know.
should just read
Right.
the list and not have us guess.
A clown costume.
Again,
Who leaves their clown costume in a motel or hotel room?
bozo. I mean, if you're in a hurry.
This is stupid.
Wait. Inflatable boat.
This is dumb. I mean, my guess was better.
Yeah, I like our guesses much better.
Inflatable boat.
I mean, there's all kinds of things that have been left.
Oh, blow up dolls.
Sure.
Well, maybe
Why
that
not?
that was mistaken for the inflatable boat.
What the hell,
Maybe
man?
it was a very large
Boats and hose.
blow-up doll.
Yes.
Anyway, there
I've left my dignity in some hotels.
you have it.
Some.
This guy might be the worst anger management therapist of all time. What are you laughing at?
The way
Did
you
you see
said
this?
it. No, but the way you said it, he kill somebody or tell somebody
Yes!
to kill somebody. Oh no.
Anger management therapist has been charged here in Florida with murdering a man that was found in his trunk. What is this, a movie script? Florida therapist specializes in anger management has been charged with murder for allegedly shooting a man to death
Okay.
as part of this ongoing argument that they've had, and then stuffed the guy's body in the trunk of his car.
This is like the accountant that doesn't know how to balance a checkbook. Not that anyone does that anymore.
Travis McBride, 46, the owner of Starting Point Mental Health in DeLand, over on the other side of the state, was arrested after police responded last Thursday morning to a call about a suspicious incident at a home. There's been a murder that happened, the caller told the police. We got a couple of eyewitnesses, and I believe the person right now, he's looking at the road, cleaning up the blood off the ground.
Wow.
The caller told 911, I just saw him drag the body across the road. He put it in his car trunk and left. Some pretty good information for 911, huh? My God, the guy's an anger management therapist, murders somebody and shoves them in the trunk of their freaking car?
Was he telling himself like reassurances to calm himself down at the time?
Man, wherever he got his degree, man, they need to obviously issue a recall notice or something, because that has there ever been a college issuing a recall notice for any degrees?
Should be.
My God, that is insane. This guy's going to go to Florida prison for the rest of his life.
His anger management skills will come in handy there.
Oh, it gets better. Well, not really. Deputies found the bullet-riddled body of a 52-year-old guy named Clinton Dorsey inside the trunk of McBride's red Nissan Versa.
How big is the trunk on a Versa?
It's not a crossover. Isn't the Versa more like an SUV kind of car?
I thought the Nissan Versa was like a really small sedan.
No, that's the Sentra. Yeah, bring up the Versa. I might be wrong. I thought the Versa was a crossover.
I mean,
no, I guess not. No, it's a
It's a four-door, really small car. Yeah, it's like a Corolla.
All right. So the Versa, bullet-riddled body.
I just want to say that if somebody's going to shoot me and stuff me in a trunk, you need a bigger vehicle than a Versa to get me in there.
And a hell of a bullet to get through those layers.
You use the one that you shoot elephants with.
Yeah, okay.
That's the bullet.
The one with the big opening front?
Yes, those kind of guns.
Hey, speaking of vehicles, this is pretty funny. The Tesla Cybertruck.
The coolest truck in the history of mankind?
Dude, that thing is a hideous mistake.
Some celebrity was trying to park it and couldn't do it and just left it in the middle of the road? Who did that?
Did they really?
I can't think of who it was.
I'm sorry, but the Cybertruck is just awful looking. That's a terrible. It looks like a mistake.
No, I saw one driving down the road in West Chase recently, and I just like it. Like, I feel like I'm on a movie set of a futuristic town. It's fun. It looks great.
So now you want a Cybertruck?
I don't want one, but I like to look at them.
Okay, so when you think of celebrity people in Hollywood who are really, 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 really into cars and burning half their face off while working on cars, who do you think of?
Roseanne.
Close. Not far off. Jay Leno spotted driving one.
Oh, are you kidding me?
He drives Stanley steamers around L.A., and now he's driving a Cybertruck.
All right, well, listen to this. In the Tesla Cybertruck manual, it advises owners to immediately remove bird poop and dead bugs from the vehicle. What is it going to wreck the finish?
Doesn't every vehicle recommend that? You can't let that stuff sit on any vehicle.
Listen, the manual for the Tesla newly unveiled Cybertruck advises that owners remove bird poop, tree sap, and dead insects from the futuristic vehicle in order to prevent damage to its stainless steel body. Wait a minute. Isn't that what stainless steel is for? Aren't you supposed to be able to do anything to stainless steel? And it doesn't rust. It doesn't leave a mark.
But stainless steel, like I saw a lot of stainless steel counters, and they smudge so easily. You touch it once, and your fingerprint is on it. We have to clean them 100 times a day.
How about the stainless steel refrigerators? And
same thing.
You got little kids that touch and smudge, and they're
going to be all fingerprinted up.
Oh yeah,
munged up with finger juice.
What to prevent? Listen to this. This is an actual passage from the Cybertruck manual. To prevent damage to the exterior, immediately remove corrosive substances such as grease, oil, bird droppings, tree resin, dead insects, tar spots, road salt, industrial fallout, according to the owner's manual.
It mentions industrial fallout?
Yeah. The manual also urges Cybertruck owners not to wait for a complete wash. If not, what is this, stain in like 3.5 seconds? Yeah. The stainless steel exterior? It sounds like a mess. If necessary, use denatured alcohol or a handle of Captain Morgan to remove tar spots and stubborn grease stains. Then immediately wash the area with water and a mild non-detergent soap to remove the alcohol. Hey, Elon, I thought this was supposed to be a tough try. Hey, Elon Musk, people are getting stuck in the snow in their driveway.
Yes.
I mean, there are videos of people like with Ford Broncos and Chevy Silverados having to pull Cybertrucks out of the mud.
Yes, and the celebrity is Pharrell Williams. He could not park my vehicle. Did you see the video?
I did not see the video, Elon.
He can't park it. He's a stupid man. It parks itself in reality.
This truck is hideous, man. I'm sorry.
You son of a bitch bastard, you.
That's right.
Don't you ever talk about my truck this way.
Thank you, Elon Musk.
You like it, Fester, right?
I think it's pretty cool.
Didn't Fester say you were going to put in an order for one?
I'll buy one on the used market. I'll buy like the...
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of used ones soon.
Yeah, I got a feeling that these things...
Here's Pharrell in Hollywood. He couldn't park the Tesla truck. He just left it middle of the road.
Did he really?
Yeah.
At some fancy restaurant?
Like in front of the Louis Vuitton store on Rodeo Drive.
Just...
Is his Tesla's Cybertruck just like parked all cattywampus right there.
Oh, that's funny.
He's a great producer. He could do what he wants, really.
I'm sorry. That's absolutely, totally ridiculous. All right. Moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. How much time do I have here?
Fester, can you go get Sardo?
Sardo's coming in.
All right.
Oh,
I'll go get him.
Tyson, do you want to? Yeah, go get. Yeah, Tyson, you're good. Yeah, we got guests out the wazoo today, and Sardo's bringing in pizza today.
All right.
Today we have Sardo.
What do you mean? Who else is here?
You said guests out the wazoo. Do we have a second?
Yeah, Art, who's a radio videographer. Art has stopped by the studio.
Bell?
No, not Art Bell.
No,
not Art Bell.
Does he hang on the wall?
Yeah. So
one day we have a video guy coming in. We're all going to be jamming our face with pizza. I would have wore a cleaner T-shirt if I knew he was coming in.
Who's getting Sardo?
Tyson's going to get Sardo. Yeah, Sardo's pizza coming in this morning.
It'll be a chooch.
People have sent me messages like email and direct messages on Instagram about, does Sardo get angry if I talk about other pizza?
No.
I don't think. Listen, I'm allowed to have a couple of favorite pizza spots in town, and people think that if I talk about another pizza place where I like their product, that I'm cheating on Sardo. Well, hey, set Sardo's mic up, would you please, over there, Fester?
Yeah,
grab that. All right, I got a lightning round of a bunch of stuff here. We got a what time is it? 8:44 at the MJ Morning Show. Panera, we have an update on that
lemonade.
The charged lemonade.
Oh yeah, apparently it's going to be like behind the counter now. Multiple lawsuits. Remember, I told you. I don't think it took a rocket surgeon to figure this out, but I said, after the so-called or supposed deaths from the charged lemonade at Panera, I said, my God, how quickly before the lawsuits start flying? And they have. So a couple of items here. Panera has now moved the charged lemonade behind the counter following lawsuits and consumer deaths. I thought for sure that they were just going to either reformulate, take the heavy load of caffeine out, or just discontinue the product altogether.
No, you double down on it now.
Yeah, I don't know if this is all locations, but it's been reported that some Paneras are putting the lemonade behind the counter and not having it self-serve. Charged lemonade at a customer's reach after the super caffeinated drink was blamed for causing a fatal heart attack.
Sardo, you're at the wrong building.
An employee of a Panera Bread franchise told the New York Post that the once refillable drink has been moved behind the counter because last October, the family of a 21-year-old University of Pennsylvania student died. They sued the chain, alleging their daughter went into cardiac arrest and died after consuming the beverage.
Shouldn't they take it right off the shelves if a person dies?
After the first lawsuit, they put a sticker on the dispenser that holds the lemonade that warns it has caffeine and it could be dangerous for certain groups of people. 30-ounce charged lemonade contains more caffeine than both Red Bull and Monster energy drinks combined.
Dude, we need to try those on the show. I want to have one.
The hell?
I gotta go now.
Sardo's at the wrong building.
No,
What do you mean?
What's going on?
No.
Hold
So we have two visitors.
Yeah.
Tyson doesn't know what either one looks like.
Yeah.
And I think is Art an old man?
Art is
Art's here.
in the booth.
He's here
Let me
already.
go get
And
Sardo
guess
then.
what? The pizza guy's gonna have an armful of pizzas. All right.
No,
I mean,
no
hello.
spits,
We
Sherlock.
don't. We don't know which one Sardo is. He's the guy
know
holding
which one.
a bunch of pizzas.
Italian looking.
I'm getting Sardo texting me. Oh, tell that Chooch MJ. Sardo. Let me
Sardo's been here enough times. He should know where we are.
Fester, don't.
We're going to talk for 2 more minutes. I have nothing to say.
Sardo has been here 30 times, and he's at
in the back. I bet she's in the back.
Oh, okay. All right, go let Sardo in with his pizzas. Yeah, he's got to come to the front.
So why are you going to the front?
He's been here before. Sardo knows
He's
where
been
we
here
are.
half a dozen times, 20 times. He's been here a bunch of times. Anyway, so Panera at some locations moving that charged lemonade to the back of the counter, so the staff has to fill it up for you. And then let's see, here's another lawsuit. 28-year-old sues Panera alleging charged lemonade gave her heart problems. Lauren Skerritt played soccer, surfed, went to the gym. She competed in the Spartan Beast, an obstacle course race described by its organizers as soul-crushing. She was an athletic, healthy 27-year-old. Then, according to a new lawsuit filed this week, she drank Panera Bread's charged lemonade hours after consuming the 2.5 of their caffeinated drinks. She started having heart palpitations. She went to the hospital where she ended up in critical care with atrial fibrillation.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's an irregular heartbeat. The hell? Now she's got lasting heart problems, apparently. Now she's on daily medication. She says her life is derailed. She and her husband allege in a lawsuit. I wonder if it's getting in the way of their, wow. So a lawsuit's been filed in Delaware. And her case is now the third lawsuit against Panera that we know of over the charged lemonade, which contains up to 390 milligrams of caffeine per 30 ounces, 4 times the amount found in a cup of coffee.
Oof.
You know what we ought to do with Fester's out of the room? Let me run this by you guys.
Okay.
With Fester's little health problems.
Yes.
Maybe we should get 30 of these things and just have Fester chug them during the show to see what happens.
Well,
that's great. Let's kill him.
Yeah, he'd probably stop yawning.
All right, I'm kidding. Let's
How about
not
just
lie.
one?
I'm joking. But hey, listen.
How much energy could it possibly give you? I don't believe it.
God, I haven't been in a Panera in.
Oh, I love Panera.
Yeah, I haven't been there for a
Wild?
long time. Yeah.
It's very bready and soupy.
I love a good bread bowl of soup.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to find the good local sandwich shop, not a chain. All right, that's just me. All right, I'm sorry.
I'm with
All
you.
right, 8:49 at the MJ Morning Show. Sardo's in the house.
Sardo.
Pete's in the house. Sardo, we'll
Right
talk to
here.
you in a minute. Yeah, people want me to ask you if you're jealous, if you're angry at me. I'll explain in a minute, so hang on a minute. But our good buddy Sardo from Sardo's Pizza is in the MJ Morning Show house. This wraps up over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ here on Q105. Stand by. We're back in minutes. Hey, there's a... Morning show. MJ and the crew, final hour. Sardo in with pizza. Fester's already shoving his mouth. Good stuff.
Very good.
I just popped in a slice myself. There is an item at Costco that people are going batty over. There is some kind of, I guess, kind of a dupe or I don't want to say ripoff.
It's a ripoff.
All right.
A mock.
All right, a mock. You know how you have like pricey items that, capture people's attention. They're a hot item, whatever it might be, maybe a clothing item, furniture item, and then somebody knocks it off and does it a whole lot cheaper. Well, Costco apparently is selling this like floor to ceiling mirror, and people are like getting into fights at Costco over the mirror. Jeez. That Anthropology, you've heard of Anthropology, right?
Oh, I love that place.
They sell their mirror for like $1,000. And now you've got Costco that has like this knockoff mirror version, which sells for $149.99. And
that's probably the real cost of the Anthropology one.
They hit the floor at Costco, and they're sold out in 2 minutes. And people are fighting over this mirror, apparently, at Costco.
How does this happen? How do people find out?
I don't know.
About the mirror.
Well, that's the weird thing. What drives people? Why does something become hot?
Because people want to do it in front of the mirror.
Roxanne, everything.
What is up with you?
What?
You and your
I'm just trying to think.
Butt plugs earlier, and now.
I say one little butt plug thing when the rest of the room is
hell
talking it all day.
Anyway, the Costco mirror is selling out everywhere. Are you guys up to speed on this whole Mary Lou Retton controversy? Remember we spoke about Mary Lou Retton, and she was in that terrible condition. She was hospitalized. Wasn't it like
going to die?
Yeah, it was like touch and go whether she was going to fall off the balance beam of life.
Yeah, Hal Herman reported that she did die, and her family members were doing pommel horse routines on her coffin.
At
Remember
the funeral.
I think that was the wrong.
So she did not die.
Yeah, she's alive.
No, Mary Lou Retton,
very much alive.
She pulled out of it, and now there's this huge controversy because people want to know what happened to the nearly $500,000 that was raised, and they're all tight-lipped. No one's saying a word.
Well, there's no accountability on a GoFundMe page. When you give money to that, it goes, and there's no recourse, there's no reporting.
Shouldn't you know that? Shouldn't you know? If you're giving money to GoFundMe, who thinks that there's going to be accountability?
Well, was the GoFundMe to keep her alive?
Well, she had no insurance.
They were about to pull the plug on her. Yeah, hospitals these days, man, it's all profit driven.
So they saved her life. What do they want?
They apparently she had racked up already 300 G's, and they were sending a nurse in to yank the plug out of the wall.
Nurse Ratchet, I'll do it.
So, do you think that there's any sort of? I guess what we're saying is that if you're in the Olympics, it's not like you have health care in perpetuity.
No.
That's like a one and done deal.
What do you think? The Olympic Committee has like an insurance plan?
I mean, you represent our country. You win gold medals. I don't know.
Mary Lou Retton and the family, according to the Daily Mail, are facing questions over what the hell happened to the $459,324.
I have the same question for Damar Hamlin, who raised $12 million last year.
That's right.
All these people who raise money on GoFundMes, what happens to the money? Why did we give to Damar in the first place?
Yeah.
He has insurance.
Yeah, I saw him. He pulled up to the Bills game.
Yeah.
In a Ferrari with snow chains on it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm kidding
that's
around.
Dope.
I'm kidding around.
But
they were Louis. By the way, they were Louis Vuitton snow chains.
You have a GoFundMe that starts. And
how about the one that's going to start for you? What happened to that money?
I used the money to buy my Cadillac. Don, the IT guy, started one for me. I said, Don, I don't need it, but it raised $1,400. I got the cash. I gave the guy.
And you feel good about that?
Fine.
There was a Patek Philippe watch I wanted 12 years ago.
You did a GoFundMe.
I started a GoFundMe, and somebody started it for me, and I think it raised $300.
Right.
Which that wouldn't even buy you the brochure.
No.
But I don't even know what happened to the money.
Is it still in the account?
I have no idea.
Who's the admin that can pull that money out?
I have no freaking idea. Anyway, folks are pointing fingers. They want to know, hey, where's all this money? Hey, look at Mary Lou Retton now. She's off her deathbed. She's running around with Chanel purses and Goyard bags. That's where the money went.
She did a flip from the Gucci store.
Right into Chanel and Prada. She's doing backflips. Right?
I mean, there's no account. I mean, people who are worth up into the money, you give it, it's gone.
Hilaria Baldwin, of course, one of Spain's most famous children.
Yes.
Hilaria. You see, amid this whole recharging of Alec Baldwin, her husband, you see she's walking around in like some skimpy outfit. Is that the distraction technique that the Baldwin family's using? All right, so Alec Baldwin she actually looks pretty good.
She's wearing fishnet stockings.
You know, I got to be honest, she looks better than when I ran into Alec and her on the corner of 11th and 5th Avenue, right near their apartment.
Well, she's probably either pregnant or just had a kid, or when you saw them.
They them out.
Oh, she did. You know what? She was pregnant. It's on my Instagram. Maybe I can find the picture again. But the photo, and remember, they yelled at me. So Alec Baldwin yelled at me, and then I tried to apologize to him on Twitter. Then he blocked me. Sardo, you don't know. Sardo, grab the mic. Sardo's Pizza in the house. Do you know this story?
No, tell me the story.
Yeah, so when I was working up in New York doing mornings on WOR, we lived on 15th in between 5th and 6th for the first 3 years. Our apartment was there. And I was, whatever reason, I was down on 5th Avenue and I was walking, like 9th, 10th, 11th. And I'm walking, and as I'm walking I'm walking uptown, so I'm walking north, and coming toward me, I see this guy, wife pushing a stroller, and then like another dude, turned out it was the bodyguard, and I'm like, I think it's Alec Baldwin. So I grabbed my camera and I snapped the photo. I'm going to post this. Hey, Alec Baldwin, as I'm walking back to my place, and he starts yelling at me. Hey, I didn't give you permission to take a picture. What are you doing? And the bodyguard's like holding out his hand, trying to block, the me from taking a picture. I'm like 8 feet away. Your hand is not going to block me taking a picture, you dope. So, yeah, and then I tried to apologize. He's like lecturing me. Alec Baldwin is lecturing me. It's rude for you to take a picture. Listen, if you're a celebrity, you're in public, you don't have an expectation of privacy.
He's not wrong. You are rude.
Wait a minute. How is it rude? He's taking a picture of the building behind him.
Well, the fact that MJ is or isn't a rude person is immaterial.
So Alec Baldwin said you should ask permission to take a photo.
I wish I was there.
Yeah, guess what? Hang on, Sardo. If I would have said to Alec Baldwin, hey, Alec,
Mr. Baldwin, sir,
do you mind? And this is before he shot and killed that movie director,
right?
Allegedly, or no, it's not allegedly. He did it
allegedly,
and it was a cinematographer, Helena Hutchins. A terrible story.
Okay,
but if I would have said, "Hey, Alec, do you mind if I take a picture with you?" He would have said,
No.
Yep.
No.
And the guy yelled at me. And then I tried to apologize, Sardo. Later on, I sent him a DM on Twitter. He blocks me. He blocked me on Twitter. So that was my run-in. Now, here's the picture. Roxanne, take a look.
She looks like Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, she does.
This is Hilaria Baldwin walking on the streets of New York.
Hilaria.
Captured yesterday in a short little...
short mini skirt, fishnet stockings, black pumps, black pointy-toed shoes, actually.
Yep.
And then like a very metallic jacket and a very loud T-shirt.
Yeah, she's some kind of T-shirt print. I don't know what that says.
It says, my husband shot somebody.
You know what?
I guess because there's an SH right here, so it says shoot somewhere on it.
She ought to be wearing a Glock T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
I saw that he has a couple, like he's on a speaking tour or something.
He's what?
He's like on he has speaking engagements.
What are you doing? Gun safety events?
I don't know. I think he might be coming close to town.
Really?
Do you remember the 1980s comic book cartoon hero She-Ra?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's she's wearing a She-Ra T-shirt.
Oh, a princess.
Oh, princess.
Princess warrior. Or
Yeah.
princess
Anyway. Alec Baldwin. So Sardo's in the house. Sardo just brought us some pizza. Thank you, buddy.
No, I didn't bring it to you. You had some guy this past weekend named Mark Salas or something like that. He came to my Salas.
Oh,
Oh no.
He grabbed my arm and he twisted my arm and he said that I need to come soon. And then I got a text like 2 minutes later from you asking me if I want to drop by. Is that a coincidence?
A total coincidence. I had no idea.
No.
Yeah, Mark Zallis is one of our salespeople who does a great job.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Yeah, but if I mention, seriously, if I in passing mention a business on the show, he is camped out in their parking lot that day waiting for them to open up to try to sell them.
He was outside my bedroom door. I couldn't get out.
He was try to sell you advertising, right? Now, listen, he's a go-getter. He does well.
Oh, he's a nice guy. He's got that beautiful voice, too. He had me captivated with that voice.
Mark is like the whiz guy in the Seinfeld episode.
Wait, real
Just
quick,
mesmerizer. Yeah.
I just found out you could book Alec Baldwin to come speak at your event.
Really?
Yeah, right. There's his website right there. We should book him to come to Beasley and speak.
How much is it?
I don't know. I mean, I would have to contact.
Oh, you got to contact his booker?
Yeah. They'll let me know within 24 hours.
I would bet that for you to book Alec Baldwin to speak at a private event, I would guess it's probably what, 50, 75 grand?
You'll pay that, right?
What is he going to talk about? I want to know. What?
I want him to come in the studio and do the show with us and talk to us.
Make sure the prop gun doesn't have a real bullet in it. That's what he's going to talk about. Hey, no, but seriously, Sardo, I wanted to address something because it's every single time. People think that you and I and Sardo's Pizza, that we have this exclusive relationship. You know, the fact is, folks, I'm allowed to have some other pizzas in the Tampa Bay area that I like.
I mean, your relationship with Sardo is the only open relationship you are currently in.
Hold on. First of all, I want to say 2 thank yous. One, for everybody that helped me out for the Stella Marie Foundation. We got close to 300 families taken care of. Door of Hope. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
and 2,
Christmas donations for needy families.
Beautiful. Yep. And number 2, thank you for all the listeners that are sticking up for me. Go ahead and go after him, please.
So I mentioned, for instance, like Nona Slice House. They do a good job.
I have no idea who that is, but go ahead.
Have you been there?
Hey, brother, I make my own pizza.
Yeah, he works.
But still,
do you go sit in on other radio shows, bro?
But listen.
Thank you. That was very good, man.
Okay,
I don't care what, I don't mind you. I want you to have what you want. You'll appreciate me more when you eat somewhere else.
I think this is a good time to use the expression, there's a seat for every ass. I think that applies here.
I grew up on that.
Wow.
I don't know if that's the expression.
An ass for every seat.
Listen, if I go to like Nona Slice House and I have they do a Detroit style, they do an Old World Neapolitan, they do a New York style. You do New York style. You have a great grandma pizza that you brought here this morning, which is fantastic. I like Sardo. I like Nona. I like
Domino's.
No, that's not on my list. But Colony Grill for the ultra thin bar pie from Stamford, Connecticut.
Marco's Pizza has buy one get one free Tuesdays.
So, not on my list. But I'm allowed to have other pizza, and Sardo agrees. I'm allowed to have other pizzas I like.
Yeah, you can have whatever you want.
He sounds real happy.
He's married to you, Sardo.
But people send me emails, or I'll get a DM on Instagram. It's like, is Sardo going to be angry?
No, I'm not angry at all. Like I said, you have everything. You try everybody's pie, and you'll always come back to me like you just did today.
Coming in here like Richie Aprile.
Now you sound like your Gumar.
No. Hey, I want to say one thing about what you guys were talking about, those separate vacations.
Yeah.
So I want to say this to my beautiful wife, Lisa. I married you to go on vacation with you and you alone.
Oh, that's romantic.
I'm not going to be. What am I going to be alone for? I'm with you. That's the reason I'm with you.
Oh, that's romantic.
That's the one good thing and one bad thing. Yeah. I want to kill my daughter Stella for wanting me to watch Saltburn in its entirety.
Oh, did you watch it?
I watched it in its entirety. I called her and texted her about 7 times. I threw up twice. And I'm telling anybody out there that wants to watch a great, great movie, please watch Saltburn and then call me.
So
what is it about?
Oh my God!
I don't know. What?
Oh my God! If you can get past the tub scene, I'm happy for you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, what is? I have no idea.
Please, please. Did you watch it?
No, it's on my list.
Please, well, call me or text me 2 seconds after you watch the tub scene, please.
So your eyes burned out like you put
My eyes didn't burn out. I had agita. I had the runs. I had everything. I was crying, spitting up, everything.
So
I threw up really bad.
Like somebody pressed your face on the deck of your Baker's Pride?
Trust me, it was worse than that.
You have Baker's Pride or blood?
Baker's Pride.
You have Baker's Pride. All right.
Stop trying to ask me what kind of ovens I have, okay?
can't distract you.
How's your $300 thermometer? Is it still working?
It was 108, and it is. My Typher thermometer is fantastic.
I have been having nightmares, Stella Marie Sardo, from that movie.
Saltburn.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Chloe, my daughter, is trying to get me to
it?
watch. No, I think she's trying to get us to watch it.
Oh my God!
And then some song.
Yes, that he dances.
Yeah,
I can't say it.
but the
You
song.
gotta get it to the end.
Yeah, but the song is like making this song popular again from what, like 20 years ago
At
or
the end
something.
of the movie, he's dancing naked with his stromboli all over the place. You'll see it.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's terrible.
You sure it's not a little calzone?
It looks like more like a turtle.
Little
Yeah, a little
cannoli?
tiny turtle.
Looks like a
But the thing is, it's got a forest with it. That's what really skeeved me out. It skeeved me out, man. I was skeeved out. It was a big bush. I didn't understand what was happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sardo. All right, thank you.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
I'm starving.
Gross bodily functions and then descriptive
I love
bodily.
You want to do a Saltburn specialty pizza?
Oh yeah, like a salted crust or something, and you cook it a little extra.
I'll see you guys later. Man. I don't mess with food. Food I don't mess with. No food.
We love you, man.
Of course. All right.
Saltburn special.
Sardo, great to have you in here.
What is?
Hey,
what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him, Sardo?
All right, it's on the
Somebody
list.
made me watch that Ryan Reynolds movie. I'd never seen
Which
it before.
one?
The one where he's in the waiters or waitresses and all the stuff
Waiting?
they did. Waiting. Oh, my
I
God.
saw it. Was that the?
That was a comedy, though.
Yeah, I
with
know,
the
but
Batwing
the
and the
stuff that they did. To
and
food.
yeah, that's a real place in London.
For real?
Yeah, is that the one I saw?
What?
No, this is from 2011.
Waiting.
Oh, no.
Waiting is
Waiting.
like the Bennigans.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Oh no, yeah.
What they did to the food.
I'm thinking of something else.
with the rat brain.
Yeah, and this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Hey, speaking of food, I am so pissed off. The Food Network has fired Valerie Bertinelli.
What?
She was on
What
there?
the hell?
What did she
I mean,
do on the
first,
Food Network?
first her ex-husband dies. Who is Valerie Bertinelli's ex-husband?
Van Halen.
Yeah,
Yes,
Van Halen.
Eddie Van
I almost said
Halen.
Def Leppard,
Yeah.
but thank you for correcting
What,
me.
the guy with one arm?
Yes.
No. All right, so Valerie Bertinelli has been fired from, I don't even know the damn show. I just wanted to talk about Valerie Bertinelli. And her sister, what was the TV show they were on when I was a kid? It was One Day at a Time?
One Day at a Time.
Right. So one day, and her sister.
In real life or
Right,
on the show?
No, on the show.
Was
what's her
Mackenzie
face?
Phillips.
Yeah. And it was kind of ironic because it was like one day at a time, and that's kind of like a self-help, Alcoholics Anonymous mantra. And then Mackenzie Phillips turned into a human pharmacy, didn't she? Yeah.
I think she had like one of the roughest childhoods ever.
Well, she was like Mamas and Pop, right? She
Yeah.
was. What was her? Yeah, from Phillips. So she was related to Wilson Phillips, right? Was she part of that? Was that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was a whole
is she alive or dead?
Mackenzie Phillips, I bet, is still alive, but barely.
Right.
She might have like olive oil these days.
So you obviously you live on the Food Network, Fester, right?
I'll tell you, I did live on the Food Network, but lately they've lost me because they've gotten away from food and it's all reality shows now.
Yeah, it is.
It's true.
It's not cooking shows as much as it is reality shows.
All right, have you heard of the Kids Baking Championship?
I've heard of it, and I deliberately don't watch it.
Did you know Valerie Bertinelli? So you've seen that?
Yeah.
Valerie Bertinelli used to be like.
Yeah, I've seen that.
She was like one of the. Was she like a judge or a host? Or?
Yeah, she was a judge. Every time I get my toes done, for some reason, that show's always on.
Hold on. They're running a kids baking show in
Always.
your nail salon?
Oh, every time I go, that's where I've seen Valerie before on that show is while I'm getting a pedicure.
They fired her.
Why?
Budget cuts.
She was good.
Listen, that's how we're going to go out here. I mean, that's what
budget
happens.
cuts.
That's a tough job to have if you think about it. Being on a reality show where you're a judge and you have to say mean things to children and eliminate children.
I'll kick a
That's
kid.
that's a tough job.
Make children cry.
Seriously, they cry.
Dude, I'll tell Food Network right now, I'll do it for an eighth of whatever Valerie was getting.
Wednesday night on the Food Network. We're going to make kids cry.
I'll blow these little bastards up. I'll blow them all. Mackenzie Phillips, MJ.
Yeah.
is 64 years old.
Oh, she's still alive.
Still alive.
I mean, I think she was on coke and heroin.
She's young, man. Good for her.
I think she was doing fentanyl before it even was invented.
Is she the one that doesn't have septum?
No, that's the singer
Stevie Nicks.
from Fleetwood Mac. Yeah.
That's Stevie Nicks.
Who needs one?
You
Really?
could push your nose all the way to the back of her brain.
Speaking of music, any thoughts on Billy Joel's first new single coming out in 17 years?
I hope it's good.
It's not going to be.
Because if it sucks.
Yeah, the song's going to hit streaming services on Feb 1.
It's
also,
not going to be like the Beatles' new song that's awesome.
Let's see here. Turn the Lights Back On is the name of the song. This is Billy Joel's first new record in nearly 20 years.
Well, since he drove that midget car in DUI into a building, right? Didn't he do that?
In the middle of the night, I drove into a building.
No,
I was drunk as a skunk.
Yeah, he had a little spate with drunk driving, and I believe he did smash into a bunch of cars out on Long Island, right?
Right, on his motorcycle, right?
No,
he was in a car.
Oh, yeah, some specialty
Oh,
car.
didn't he hit a tree?
In Oyster Bay, yeah.
Yeah, hey, Google Billy Joel crashes car into tree.
Billy
See what comes up.
I want to see the picture of the little
See
car.
if Newsday has a story on
Hey,
that.
am I like conflating
What?
Billy Joel and Bruce Springsteen? Didn't Bruce Springsteen he swigged some tequila and then got on his motorcycle?
Yeah, yes,
and
you
did-
are. And
okay.
he was busted for DUI.
Yes.
By like the Forest Association.
Don't worry about it.
Right. Billy Joel smashed his third car in 2 years. This is back in 2015.
Yeah. So I think
No, it happened way back, like 2004.
There might be a bunch of them.
Well,
Frog.
look more.
No, he's had multiple DUI things, I believe,
Yeah.
and multiple car wrecks.
On April 25th, 2004, a string of mishaps led. Yeah. Okay. So
read it the whole story. Read it all.
I can't read. I'm a functioning illiterate, Froggy.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm looking forward. I'd like to hear Billy Joel. Has it leaked yet?
Was that car? He crashed a 1967 Citroen.
No, you gotta say it like the French do.
Citroen.
It sounds like a small car.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're thinking of, Froggy?
Yeah, you don't want to get a wreck in that car.
They say he went off a wet road in Bayville, New York, but the only thing wet was all the booze he spilled.
Floorboards were wet because a handle of Captain Morgan spilled all over the
If
place.
he has new music dropping February 1st, that means he's probably going to play it at the concert with Sting in Tampa Stadium.
So, and
Please don't.
I'm
Or
invited
Raymond
to
James
that.
Stadium.
You
got invited?
Did you say Tampa
I
Stadium?
still call the stadium Tampa Stadium.
How about the old sombrero?
Right.
Yeah,
Still call it hula
I'm
hands.
going to that. I was invited. Michelle and I were invited. I don't know if our friends are expecting me to pick up our share of the tickets, but friends of ours invited us. So
Don't
we're
buy the tickets.
What?
Don't buy the tickets.
Oh, is that the show you're going to?
I'm going to, but I might
But-
sell my tickets.
But you have the handicap
You
seats.
need a wheelchair, dude.
Oh, that's right.
I bought the tickets in wheelchair row.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Pastor,
that's
wow.
right. You sent me a text like a week ago that you need to like borrow wheelchairs from a listener.
Oh my god!
This concert's caused me more problems.
Fester,
You've caused yourself problems.
Fester bought wheelchair row seats, so he's got to show up with his own chair.
Literally
so
said WC on the thing.
I couldn't tell. The app on my phone is so small. I just thought it was like front row with the 300 level. It's the wheelchair row.
Fester sends me a text. Hey, can we solicit for listeners that might have a spare wheelchair to lend one to me and Allison? So you're going to roll in?
I got big news.
What?
She don't want to go.
Allison
Because of
now
that?
doesn't want to go to Billy Joel and Sting? What is that, Feb 24? What's the date on that?
It's after Valentine. It's a whole deal. We'll get into it later. But I told her, she found out I bought them because we joked about the wheelchair row. And she goes, what the hell are you doing spending $500 on concert tickets? And I'm like, oh, I was going to give it to you as a Valentine's Day gift. And the sentence wasn't out of my mouth. And she's like, bleep you. You bought that for you. That's not a Valentine's Day gift. She goes, I'm not going. So do I take my daughter? Do I sell them? I don't know. But I need a wheelchair if I go because I'm in the WC.
Right. We'll get into this tomorrow.
WCR.
Also, don't forget, Hal Herman apparently is coming by tomorrow for the MJ birthday bash.
All right.
Yeah, so it's my birthday tomorrow, which I never make a big deal out of, but the cake girl's coming in apparently with a surprise. I'm sure it's going to be a lawnmower. And then Hal Herman wants to do the first ever MJ on-air birthday bash. I can imagine what that's about. So that's going to be on the way tomorrow. Hey, quick break. One final chunk of the MJ Morning Show coming up in a few minutes. I want to welcome Banco. Banco Overhead Doors, back. MSC Cruises commercial. What do you think they paid to license Bittersweet Symphony for their new ad campaign? Always love this song. If this song plays, you got my attention. So hopefully the same is true for the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105.
Yeah, this song sounds like classy and aspirational.
All right, so Froggy wants to do something on the show tomorrow. So tomorrow or Wednesday for your whole Chat GPT thing.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
I'm sorry.
Complete ass.
I'm sorry. Tomorrow or Thursday.
We shouldn't do all of it tomorrow.
All right, because Hal Herman's got a birthday bash for me tomorrow. What time is Hal Herman going to roll in drunk?
I don't know if he's going to be drunk, but probably about 9:50.
Oh, we should drink.
9:50.
Oh no, maybe about 7:50.
All right, there you go.
We should drink for your birthday.
Are you going to bring the booze in?
Yeah, bring in some booze.
All right, bring in some Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
You don't have to ask Roxanne.
Bring in some Cavalon. Bring in some of the Soliste Vinho Barrique.
We'll be day drinking.
Yeah, there you go.
It's one of my favorite country songs.
Bring in some Stag or Stag Jr. Yeah.
I'll bring in some Sailor Jerry.
Sailor Jerry.
That's good rum.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, MJ Morning Show Q105 and the final chunk of the program here on a Tuesday. Man, this is not good. Hey, and you know what Boeing is saying? Thank God it wasn't our plane.
Would another door pop off?
No, a New York JFK-bound Virgin Atlantic flight was getting ready to leave the Manchester airport in the UK. You know, that's where Manchester United's from. Do the Glazers still own that thing?
I thought they sold it.
Did they sell it?
I don't think so.
They didn't run the sale by me.
You know nothing about the Premier League, bro.
Remember when, like, remember the Glazers bought Manchester United and they were revolting over there?
It's my team.
Remember? Seriously, they were all ticked off that a bunch of Yankees, Americans, bought Manchester United. I don't know what their current ownership status is, but so a Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330, which, again, Boeing is saying, oh, man, thank God we got an Airbus in the news finally, after the door blew out of the Alaska Airlines flight. So listen to this. A passenger is sitting in his seat after they boarded the aircraft, getting ready for a transatlantic flight across the Atlantic over to JFK. Passengers looking out the window, notices a whole bunch of bolts missing in the wing.
That's not good.
No.
Oh, that would freak me out.
That's problematic. As Alec Baldwin would say, no. Yeah, so this British dude, Phil Hardy, he was aboard Virgin Flight 127, and he noticed that 4 missing bolts.
The bolts are missing out of the way.
Hello. Shouldn't there be some bolts?
Blade's going to go down.
So he brings it to the attention of the cabin crew. The pilot then comes out, looks out the window. Oh, yeah.
That's right. We are missing a couple.
And they canceled the flight. But it's like, what the hell?
I guess you're thankful, right? If you're one of the other passengers.
Yeah, isn't there a meme going around? Isn't there a video that like something was wrong with a wing on a Spirit flight and the maintenance guy is like getting out duct tape to fix it?
Duct tape can hold anything.
But you know, there are certain things that can be fixed with duct tape that is actually like FAA approved. You know, that you can use duct tape.
I was watching a TV show, Alaskan Airport. If you've ever seen it, MJ, it's awesome.
Are you serious?
Sounds
it's like,
great.
Oh, this is not an Alaska Airlines joke?
No, it's an airport like in Alaska that every Pacific flight has to stop at or something.
What?
Like all these cargo planes from China stop at, is it Fairbanks?
Anchorage.
Is it Anchorage?
I don't know.
It's one of these Alaskan airports.
What do you mean they have to stop?
Well, I think this airport does more cargo traffic than any other airport because it stops there first. Anyway, it's like on like Smithsonian Channel or something. And they fix the wings, and it's like they fixed it with like spit and gum.
Have you seen the new midget wrestling show? That's better.
On Smithsonian?
No, it's on a TLC.
I don't watch
Micro
TLC.
midget wrestling.
And would you be ticked off? Listen to this. Would you be ticked off? And I've done this route. Michelle did it even more than me on United. But we went over to St. Andrews numerous times when Chloe was doing her junior year at St. Andrews in Scotland. We flew into Edinburgh many times, and Michelle did it more than me. So she was on United out of Newark. She flew Newark nonstop into Edinburgh, and this would tick me off. Listen to this. A flight that was headed to Newark from Edinburgh canceled. The pilot was busted at security with a taser. I didn't know this. Tasers are illegal in the UK?
That's right.
Hello. We only use billy clubs.
I never got that. You know, I still think you got a bunch of cops.
Yeah, Bobby.
You got all kinds of terroristic problems, you know, around the world, and there are terroristic threats in London. You got maniacs over there, and you got cops running around that don't have a gun.
Bloody beat you.
I mean, what kind of stupid policy is that? I think they've armed more of the London police.
Yes.
But there are still, I believe, you know, do me a favor, I don't want to dispel erroneous information.
They've armed us with poor dental hygiene. I'll exhale on you.
So, do me a favor.
Yes.
Just Google, are there still unarmed London police officers?
Hello.
All right.
Unarmed
London. I still think that the majority do not have guns.
The vast majority of UK police do not carry guns.
What the?
It's like Clockwork Orange.
Oh my God! Here's a picture of a London officer with no arms. Oh my God! My search term is way off.
Right.
Hello. Hey.
They're just stubs.
I'll beat you with my nubs.
I'll write my ticket with your foot.
But how ticked off would you be? And Michelle was, I'm sure, on this flight.
Right.
It's Boeing 757 service,
right?
Edinburgh to Newark, and the pilot was detained, flight canceled.
Hello.
Because he had a taser. His arrest left a lot of people pissed off. It was a 9:25 flight, and the whole flight was canceled. They had to reschedule next day because the unidentified 56-year-old captain escorted out by security, charged with a firearms offense. It is illegal to possess a taser in the UK. How do you defend yourself over there?
Jeez.
Halitosis.
Defense by halitosis. That's crazy.
What does Peppa Pig have to say about all this now?
I don't know. What does Peppa Pig have to say?
The police.
The police.
Peppa and her friends have brought their bikes to playgroup.
Children, today we have very important...
Why are you playing Peppa Pig?
Why are you playing
Because, first of all, this is the police episode.
The police drive cars with flashing lights. Nina, Nina, it's D-Dot.
All right, I want to smash the computer now.
I love Peppa Pig.
Oh,
And you know what?
I'll cook her and put her on an egg sandwich.
I'll put her mom
Yum.
on a spit.
MJ, I've got to remind you of something.
What is that?
We have to give something away.
So there's a
I
big
know. We'll give that away before I shut down the show.
I just didn't want you to forget.
I am not going to forget. We have, what do we have?
Lionel
tickets.
Richie.
Lionel Richie.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I thought Earth, Wind, and Fire coming with
Well,
Chicago.
I don't, Earth, Wind, and Fire. They're all over the place, Earth, Wind, and
yeah,
Fire.
I was going to say, I just read the liner.
Wind and Fire will come with anybody.
Like last week, I thought we gave away Earth, Wind, and Fire with Chicago. Now it's what? Earth, Wind, and Fire with...
Ask our promotions
with
mangler. who's in
Lionel
there.
Richie.
They'll team
Tyson,
up with
what's the
everybody.
deal?
We'll give away those tickets in just a few minutes. I mentioned this earlier. I had a listener send me a direct message on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio, and Bird's Eye Phantom is the screen name, wanted to share a story, something that happened at 7-Eleven on 4th Street here in St. Petersburg. MJ just wanted to share the story, just got gas at 7-Eleven, 11590 4th Street North, St. Pete. Not sure if it's been tampered with. The chip reader, it's obvious that the pump has been tampered with the whole front loose. Went and told the employees. They didn't seem to care, thought I was just bothering them.
Mm-hmm.
Called the sheriff's department. They can't do anything about it or even go there and look unless the owner calls. Anyway, just thought you might be interested to talk about this. Wants to stay anonymous.
Oh, sorry.
I gave out their whole screen name. Sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry.
Sounds a little fishy if the guys inside are like, we don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. Love the show. Take care. And he sends me a picture of the pump. And you know all those seals? They have those tape seals that seal the pump so you know if the pump's been tampered with. Because
like a neon colored tape or something, or a brightly colored
like
tape.
a reddish colored tape. And the tape is like, there were 2 seal spots, and both of the tape spots are ripped where the pump has been opened up. And this is a huge problem. People that put those skimmer devices on the pumps where you think you're putting your credit card in a machine and you're putting it into some skimmer that somebody installed on the outside, skimmers on the inside. So, listen, this listener, I think, is doing a service trying to tell the employees that, hey, your whole pump is rattling like it's been opened up. And why wouldn't the 7-Eleven employees give a flying crap? I don't understand that.
Well, mainly because they're 7-Eleven employees. I don't care about anything if I'm working at 7-Eleven. Slurpee machine's broken? Who cares?
Anything else before we get out of here? I know we got to give away the tickets, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have Earth, Wind, and Fire. I don't have any oh, here we go. I do have information. Earth, Wind, and Fire going to be at the Kia Center in Orlando.
What the hell's that?
Is it the old Amway Center?
Is it?
Tyson is shaking his head.
Yeah.
So it's the old Amway Center. I guess it's now called the Kia Center.
The Kia Center? Okay.
Did they put the new Kia logo on that looks like KN? It's like, what the hell is KN?
Well, that's the only logo they have now, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, some Kia dealers are not switching to the new logo. I wonder if their franchise agreements require them to do so. Because the new Kia logo, it doesn't look like Kia. It looks like KN, which I don't get that. All right, let's do it. Let's go with call. Look at the phones. I haven't even given out. Every line is already ringing.
What caller are we taking?
Caller 6,000.
We could do it.
All right, caller 6,000 right now. Are you good? Oh, look at Tyson's eyes.
Welcome to Andrew's world.
I'm kidding. It's not going to be caller 6,000. Caller 600. 8. No, I'm kidding.
Caller 60.
All right, caller 60. I'm just lopping off zeros, man. Everything's on sale here. All right, caller 60.
Sound like a Kia dealer.
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Be the 60th caller. grab a pair of tickets to see Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire. I think I heard that his ex-wife is going to come beat him up on stage at the Orlando show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. All right, so caller 60 right now, 800-990-1047. Good luck. Folks, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Hal Herman coming by for an MJ birthday bash. The Cake Girl is coming in with something special as well for me. I'm sure it's going to be garden tools if it's the Cake Girl, right? All right, folks, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show at Q105, and let's be careful out there.